Okay, good morning everybody. So today we don't want to talk anything big because of Easter. So we wanted to talk about interview questions in Core Java. So what are the questions that are typically expected and how to tackle them is the main topic. So a lot of questions are asked in interviews around object-oriented programming concepts and collections, a little bit of threads, some standard questions on threads, and exceptions. A couple of questions on exceptions definitely are asked. And then in the coding part, what can they expect and how to tackle them. So we'll look at both of them. Coding probably we'll look at one or two of them, but we'll see. Okay, so let's talk about it. So typically questions, one of the fundamental questions that they ask even today is this is probably the first question that may ask, what is the difference between an abstract class and an interface? Can anybody tell me? One of you? Precisely.
Yeah, so abstract class, even if one method is abstract, we can mention it as abstract class, and even if we do not want anybody to work on the abstract class, we can just mention it as abstract class. But interface is 100% abstract. So there is in none of the methods we don't have the body. We will just, because there is no implementation at all of the methods in the interface for all the methods. So interface is 100% abstract.
Yeah. After Jyoti finishes, actually, shall I say it in my own manner?
Yeah.
Okay. My way of saying is this. See, actually, we have something called inheritance in Java, where we inherit the superclass properties into the subclass. But suppose we want to really create a certain class, a superclass, only for inheritance, and not have a direct implementation of it. There, in that situation, we create an abstract class.
And there is one difference also, like the abstract class we cannot instantiate it, but interface
we cannot directly instantiate it. That's where we use abstract class. Another thing is this, that abstract class can contain abstract keyword or abstract methods, and non-abstract methods also could be there. But interface, on the other hand, only contains methods, the contracts of the methods, which have to be implemented in other classes, in the real classes. That's the major difference, I think, between the two.
Yeah, and also one more thing to add is, like in the interfaces, we don't have to specifically mention each method as public and abstract, because it's 100% abstract. So by default, every method that we have in the interface is public and as well as abstract. So we don't have to mention it.
Good. Everybody is on the same page. So to recap, abstract classes can contain both abstract and concrete methods. Both abstract and concrete methods. Interfaces are pure abstract, that is, every method is abstract. Okay. If a method is abstract in a class, you must fill it. You must declare the class is abstract, right? Agree? If a method is abstract in a class, you must declare a class is abstract. You can declare a class is abstract even though you do not have any abstract methods. You guys agree? So even if you don't have any abstract methods, you can still declare it. You may want to do it. Yeah. If somebody asks why you may want to do it, because abstract classes cannot be instantiated. Make sense? And all the methods are implicitly, all the methods in an interface, all the methods in an interface are implicitly, you don't have to mention it, implicitly public and abstract. You don't need to mention it. I mean, there is no harm in mentioning also, but you don't need to. You do not need to mention it. Okay, Uma, following?
So the basic thing that remains is this, that it's basically a class that you are creating. Abstract class that is a class that from where you can inherit but not instantiate. That's the basic essence of abstract class, right? From which you can inherit but not instantiate.
Yes, you can, if you want to use an abstract class, the only way is that you extend it.
Correct.
Okay? And then implement the abstract methods. So you provide the implementation for those method signatures or for those abstract methods. You provide the implementation and then use it. Make sense?
Yeah, but another thing is that abstract class, whenever we are extending, we can extend it to only one.
Yeah.
And for the interfaces, we can implement it to multiple interfaces.
Good point. Good point. I don't know whether we will put it as a separate interview question or so or not, but still we can mention it. You can only extend, great point, you can only extend one class, but you can extend, but you can implement several implementations. Rohit, on the same page? Ravi, anything to add?
Yeah. I mean, you use static and in the abstract.
One second. Let Rohit. Rohit, can you?
All right. Use static final keyword on the abstract classes.
Sorry.
Static final keyword.
Okay. What is the point?
We use that in the abstract class.
We use static and final in the abstract class. Huh? Is that what? Is that the point you're making?
Yes.
Meaning. You can't create an abstract class without static and final? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That is not correct.
Oh. Okay.
That is not
what
correct.
About? Yeah.
Actually, if you sorry, Rohit, go ahead.
Basically, it might be not. It might be not mandatory that I need to have the static final. But I can make it a static final, right?
Right. But we'll talk about static final, but
Okay.
the context with abstract, there is no link is my point, I think.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. That's fine.
It
Yeah, got
has
it.
different context. Context is different.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Cool.
So, and the other thing is, Venkat, in interfaces.
One second, Jyoti. Can you please let Venkat Krishna, I think I asked him to wait.
It's antenna, I think.
Oh, antenna. I'm sorry. Go ahead, antenna.
Well, maybe to add one more point, in abstract class with access modifiers, we can put private and other access modifiers, but in the case of interface, only public.
Yeah, I think that we mentioned it. See, all the methods in an interface are implicitly public and abstract. You don't even need to mention.
All right. Okay.
Great points. Jyoti, now you can go on.
And the other key thing, just distinguishing the differences between the interface and abstract classes. The constructor concept is not applicable in interface, but constructor concept can be applicable in abstract class.
Constructor concept is not applicable in?
Interface.
Okay. But in abstract class also there is no constructor, right?
I mean, it can be applicable.
Mm-hmm. It is not.
You cannot instantiate an object.
You cannot instantiate it. How can you have a constructor? If you have a constructor, then it means that is how you create the object. That is how you instantiate it. Instantiation is nothing but the calling the constructor, right, Jyoti?
Oh yeah, correct.
But you cannot instantiate an abstract class. So abstract classes cannot have constructors.
No, actually, in both of them, it's not applicable.
Exactly. I mean, if you as a separate point, if you add a separate point, I'm very, very bad in Word. Okay. Since you explicitly said it, I got an idea. Probably we can, we can. I think it's a good point.
No, I think abstract class can have constructors.
No. Oh, actually, I think I read it somewhere in first or somewhere. That's where I made the point. Like construct can be applicable in the abstract class.
No, the point is that if you make the if you have the constructor concept in the abstract class, how come is your class being an abstract? Think in that point of view.
I mean, but even though I have the constructor,
Jyoti, how would you have? Let me ask one question. How do you have?
Instantiate it, so there is no point of no use of constructor.
Correct. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
It's only during instantiation that you need constructors.
It will let me have the constructor, but there is no point having.
It will let you have the constructor, huh?
No. How come?
Let's just.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
No.
It can contain constructor, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it can have, but since we cannot instantiate it.
So do you mean to say it's a constructor signature? It's not exactly constructor. Maybe a constructor signature, is that what you're speaking about? Because
a default signature is always there. By default, there is a certain.
I mean, if you don't.
It's a matter of testing it out.
Constructor. If you don't have any constructor, always there is a default constructor that the JVM with no arguments.
yeah, exactly.
See, the bottom line is you don't need it because you cannot instantiate, but whether you have the capability or not, it's a matter of testing it out. If Venkat writes a code, we can know it right away.
Okay. Okay. So we created my bird, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Robin.
Thank you. So you cannot instantiate an abstract class. Okay. Then what's this one? What is this constructor for?
That's the constructor of the class my bird.
Right? So that's what I'm doing here.
Okay,
Right?
I can suggest something. Maybe to be used as a
Oh,
super.
slowly, 1 second. Let's step back slowly. Let me take over for a second. Please make sure you don't have any background noise before you unmute, okay? So here, my bird is an abstract class because it has an abstract method. If you have an abstract method, you must declare your class as abstract. Your compiler itself will force you to do that, right? Now I have a constructor here, but I can't call the constructor because the point is abstract classes cannot be instantiated. The reason is if Java allows it, what happens if I call this eat method? Because eat hasn't been implemented here, so what happens if I call the eat method? Because it hasn't been implemented, right? So that is why Java does not allow you to even instantiate your abstract class. But what is this one for? I think one of the guys, Ketan, you nailed it. If one of you can speak up, you can. I'm fine. This particular constructor is there for subclasses. This is there
Can
for
we use it for
subclasses.
subclass?
Exactly. So this constructor is there for your subclasses. Now let's talk about it. My bird, my child bird. Okay. My child bird. Now let's say extends my bird, right? Now look at it. Now this guy has an abstract method called eat. Now let's implement it. Okay. Eat. Okay. Now my bird eats this way. Okay. Now that particular constructor that we just talked about, this is there for your child classes. Now let's say your child classes, now this is where the real instantiation happens. Anybody can do my bird equal to my child bird. Anybody can do it, right? Now that is why you need to have a constructor here. So you say that public my child bird, maybe I'll use the same constructor as above. You give me the name, I'll create a bird, right? So here, look at it. This super class has this constructor, right? My bird is taking a string name. Then you can call that super half name. That's it. But in addition to, you must provide these constructors that you are inheriting from your dad. Okay. Now my child bird string name into age. Okay. So you can call your superclasses constructor to set the name, and now if you only your child class adds, has age maybe, so private int age, now you can say that this dot age equal to age. Okay, get the point? Now if you go to my board demo, you go to my board equal to my board, my child board. Look at it that way. Got it? Okay. Now.
So then we can consider it like the constructor concept is not applicable in interface, but it can be applicable in abstract.
When declare, you can't even declare constructors obviously in interface, but you can declare here, still they can be used. They can be used as is to instantiate the class, right?
Yes, correct.
So can you instantiate an abstract class? Or interface for that matter. I mean, abstract interface, probably everybody can answer it. No, you can't. You need to subclass it, meaning extend it, and you need to subclass it and implement the abstract methods to be able to instantiate. I mean, you need to subclass it and implement the abstract methods. Then you can instantiate the child class, right? I think got the point. How do I automatically retain this, these numbers, number 3? Any word, gurus?
It just comes on sequencing. When you press an enter key,
I want this one to be like this.
You need to press shift enter. You need to press shift enter.
Oh, 1 second, buddy. Thank you. I'm extremely bad here. So here I'm here. I need to
shift enter.
Just press enter. Just backspace. Enter and backspace.
actually the number 3 should be coming when you press.
Come automatically.
When you press enter, shift enter, I guess.
I don't know. Well, didn't work.
Or you select the whole thing and then select the bullet. So that it will.
That's fine. I think I am okay for now. Well, next time, let's see. Okay, let's move on. We spent a lot of time here itself.
And Venkat, can we add one more point?
Absolutely.
We can, we can implement multiple interfaces.
Yeah.
In interface.
We put it here. You can only extend one class, but you can implement several implementations.
Yeah,
You want to add a different point? Actually,
no, I mean indirectly it supports multiple in.
Yes. There is a good interview question actually. What people ask is, they don't ask directly. I have a situation where I can extend a class, meaning I can go for, I can extend a class or implement an interface. Okay, I can achieve the same thing either ways. I have a situation where I can extend a class or implement an interface. Okay, which one would you prefer? Tell me, which one would you prefer? Which one would you prefer?
Extend.
No, implementing the interface. Because you can implement several interfaces, but you can only extend can only extend one class.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah. Basically, the multiple implementation is possible with
exactly.
interfaces, but multiple inheritance is not possible.
Right. So
Okay.
we will add an
And
extra, we will add a specific question on that. Hold your thought, Jyoti. I like your point. So by implementing interface, we can leave that extension for future. Agree? Uma, did you get the point?
Yeah, correct. You told us that before
Uma,
also.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
what we are saying
extends,
is,
yeah, it's the last resource, right?
exactly. So extends is the scarce resource, right?
Correct.
You can only use once, right? In your whole lifetime. Agree, Uma? If we use extends keyword today, tomorrow something else come up for the same class, you can't use it. That is why, since there are two ways of doing it, go ahead and use the implement interface so that extends keyword can be used later. So you can keep it for future. Manikanda, I think that's the point you're making, right?
So there is one more point I'd like to add about the interface.
Sure.
That is, all the contracts that you have named in the interface, they have to be implemented in their children, in their implementations.
I think that point is same for interface and
Interface. I mean interface.
no, interface and abstract class also. It's the same point.
No. In abstract class, you don't have to, what I understand, you don't have to implement all the classes in their child, do you?
Okay. The point is this one, guys. Let's see how we put it in the in the question format. But the point is, either your interface or your abstract class, when you extend it or implement it, you must implement all the abstract methods. If you don't want to implement all the abstract methods, then let's say you got 10 abstract methods from your dad, okay? And you don't have the details to implement. You don't have the details to implement all 10. So you implement 5, you can do it, but you need to declare that class also as abstract because you are not implementing those 5. Now somebody else will come in, he will extend your class and he will implement remaining 5. So the point is, you must implement all the abstract methods. If not, you have to declare your class as abstract. Okay? So probably I can add this point here.
No, but then from what you said, it seems it's a little different from the interface. In interface, suppose you have 10 methods. If some class implements implements that interface, then he has no choice but to implement the 10 methods.
I'm not saying the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing, Sean. So
but in abstract,
let me finish.
You can implement 5, right?
Let me finish.
Okay.
My point is, in both of them, your interface has 10. Okay, your class can implement only 5, but that particular class must be declared as abstract because you did not implement every one of them.
Yeah. That's fine.
Then where is the difference?
Okay, I'm saying that. Okay. I'm saying that the child class, if it is not an abstract, okay, that was the assumption I'm making. If a child class of an interface is not abstract, then it has the obligation of implementing all of them.
Absolutely.
Okay. I was talking with that assumption. Sorry about that.
A class, no problem at all. Let me put it this way: a class that implements an interface must implement all the abstract methods coming from interface.
Interface, yeah.
If not, the child class also must be declared as abstract.
That's okay. I agree with that.
Okay? Otherwise your compiler forces you to do so. You're with me? Okay. It is
And
exactly same for abstract class also. Okay? Okay, go ahead. Someone was speaking.
so I also want to include this point, Venkat. I think in interface variables, interface variables should be initialized at the time of declaration, correct? There isn't any hardened rule in abstract.
The reason being that is because there is no concept of constructor, right?
Correct.
Right.
So what
our
I'm saying is
jailbird,
interface variables should be declared at the initialized at the
See
time
here?
of declaration.
You don't have to do that for abstract, Jyoti, just for the fact that
Correct.
this can be provided at the time of calling this constructor. And we know for fact that
Correct.
This will be called because your child class, otherwise you will get the compilation issues.
Correct. So that's why I just want, because that is a point that distinguishes between abstract and interface. So all the variables in the interface should be initialized at the time of declaration.
All the variables must be initialized. You don't need to speak to this level. If somebody asks this one, a couple of points are good enough, but they might ask you, all the variables must be initialized in an interface. But not true for okay, let's move on. Okay. Actually, I like questions in a different color, but that's okay. No, let's not worry about it. Anyway, all of this ideally should be dumped in the website so that it's easy. Anyway, okay. I can't think of anything. What is the difference between finally, and finalize? This is a very popular question actually. What is the difference between finally, and finalize? What is the difference between finally, and finalize? Final keyword has 3 different meanings. One of you speak, that's fine. Let's make it speak up. You don't need to text here.
Okay. So final has 3 different contexts.
Yeah.
Final for variables.
Some people are not speaking. Yuri, you there? Oh, you're not speaking. Madhavi Saha is not speaking. Noop, not speaking. Who else is not? Ravi has been quiet. Sailesh has been quiet. Shekhar has been quiet too. Uma has been very quiet. Word has 3 meanings in 3 different contexts, right?
Yeah. One is method can be made immutable. I'm sorry, a class, I'm sorry.
Final
Variables.
variables.
Class's variable can be made immutable with final.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
giving that answer.
Final variables can't be modified.
Once it is initialized.
after they're initialized.
Yep. Final class cannot be extended.
Final method cannot be overridden.
Exactly. Can be overridden.
And then final class cannot be subclassed.
Final classes can be subclassed. Got it. Precisely.
Can't be modified, yeah. Can't be modified means immutable, right? You'll keep it, it'll become immutable, right? The variable. But you don't use the word immutable there.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
You
okay.
talk about
It's okay.
immutability in the context of objects.
Different context.
That's
Okay,
why.
that's fine.
In the context of objects, right?
Yeah. Okay.
This is final, and then finally is used in
Exception handling.
In exceptions.
Exception handling.
Exceptions.
is used in
Because
exception handling,
for the mandatory part of the code to execute.
right?
For the code that needs to be executed, no
You guys are
matter
not
what.
reading from Google somewhere, right?
I'm telling from I'm telling from your class notes.
Exactly.
No, actually,
From your
No
lecture.
reading from Google. I
that
don't
is
want
our
that.
understanding.
Huh?
We are not searching anywhere. This is all our understanding.
All from
Exactly.
your,
Our class,
Exactly.
we made a note of all
Exactly.
this.
No, I don't want somebody's perception of that. I don't want somebody's as is words. Let's put it in our own words. Whatever based on, let's be practical. When you speak up also, if you put it in your own words, not from a book, then it's that shows that it's not a bookish knowledge.
This isn't any bookish knowledge at all.
Exactly.
This is our understanding based on your video session.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Proud of you guys.
Okay, so
Finally, it's used in
it's
exception
used in
handling.
exception handling, because when we want the JVM to execute certain
Let me put it
code
this way.
mandatorily.
Yep.
Mandatory.
Finally,
yeah.
block
Right.
exception handling.
Input output or database closings.
Okay, you know what? Let's put it this way. There are 3 blocks of code in exception handling, right?
That's
Correct. Try, catch,
That is,
finally.
yep,
Try catch and finally, yeah.
try, catch, and finally blocks, right?
Correct.
yeah.
No matter what happens, okay,
Whether exception is
in
thrown or
try
hand
block,
out.
Catch,
in
block.
try block or catch block, okay? Finally block
Will
gets
always be executed, right?
executed all the time. Okay. Even
So what we do-
if code returns, even if code says written. Okay. Even if you do it something like just written, also finally block will be executed. So all
So
the
you mean to say, like, in the try block I have written, and in catch block also I have in try block I have written, but still it will go and then
you got
execute.
it. You got it. So if your method is if your method is returning a string and you just say that return that string, even then it will go to finally block. So if try is successfully executed, it will go to return. Even if try is having an exception, then it will go to exception block and then come to finally. So in all the cases, finally block will get executed. So so you can place all the crucial code to close the resources.
Yeah.
Okay, to close the resources like a database, database connections,
Print
file connections.
Print writer, close writer, outwriter, all those.
Exactly, input stream like handling, file handling connections. Okay, etc. All those crucial resources you should put it in. You should put it in finally block, because there is no guarantee if you put it as a last statement in try block, there is no guarantee that it will come there. If there is an exception, it will directly go to exception block, jumping all the other lines of code, but it will go to finally block. So you can place, so you must place, not you can. So you must place all the crucial code to close the resources in only finally block, in finally block. One exception where finally block will be skipped. You know, I mean, some people ask this question. Go ahead.
When you say file handling connections, we are talking about TCP/IP connections, correct?
Right,
The
right.
packet level.
Yes, exactly. When you open a connection to write to a file, okay, the file output stream, that kind of stuff, you want to close them. Otherwise, there is a, you know, one connection, one low-level TCP/IP connection will be open and then left open. So there is only one exception for this one, the finally block. Finally block will be skipped in only one scenario. One scenario. That is, if you put system.exit
Yes.
in the try block. If you put it as system.exit completely exits, exits the JVM completely, exits the JVM abruptly and completely. Okay? If you do system.exit, that means the whole JVM is like, it just comes out of it. The whole JVM will be down.
And it will close all those open links, right?
Everything will be, not really for the external ones like database connections and all. It doesn't do it because that is why you want to put them in the finally block, but unfortunately your finally block will be skipped. Only if you do this. You will never do it. By the way, you will never write this one, so don't worry. Okay? But some crazy people ask this question. And now let's talk about finalize. Finalize is used in the context. Finalize method. Finalize is a method. Finalize method is used in the context of garbage collection. Right?
Yeah.
You can implement this method. This method will be called right before
The garbage collection.
GC garbage collector. This method will be called right before GC destroys an object. You can put some, in this method you can put some, you know, closing the connections, or you can put some, you can put code that needs to be handled, or that needs to be handled before death of an object. Okay? That is like a closing the connections, closing, again the same thing. Closing the connection, closing the file streams, etc. But actually, in my whole career, I have never implemented. You don't need to implement it. The finalize. But they may ask this question. So, oops. Okay. Next, speaking of garbage collector, some people ask this crazy question. Can you force garbage collector?
Yep. I agree. No, we cannot write.
You can blindly say no. No.
Absolutely. Yep. You cannot do that.
You cannot force, actually you can just say that if you want to impress him. Garbage collector is a daemon thread. Daemon thread meaning it's something that, in Unix there is a daemon process, right? Meaning there are processes that run in the background. That's
Background
all.
processes.
Garbage collector is a daemon thread that runs in the background and wakes up every so often to destroy the objects that are not used or referenced anymore, referenced by are not used anymore. Okay, so it has its own schedule. It has its own schedule. You can request it. You can just say that you can mark your objects as null so that your garbage collector will know as soon as it comes up, but you cannot force it. It has its own schedule, and you cannot force it.
Implicitly call it, right? Or something.
Exactly. You cannot force it.
So can we modify its schedule so that?
You cannot.
Okay.
You can say that there are some GC settings that you can play with, but even then you cannot force it. You cannot, because it's a very, very complex algorithm, because it does a lot of things. Like there are some priority threads, depends on the priority, depends on several things. It's you cannot force it. You wouldn't know when it wakes up next time. I mean, you can say that I want this GC to happen every 5 seconds. I want full GC to happen every 1 hour. You can to an extent you can do it, but you can't declare that, hey, GC will wake up at 11 o'clock, GC will come at 11 o'clock. So you cannot code around that schedule. You know what I'm saying? Did you get it, Jyoti?
And Venkat, you said daemon thread and non-daemon. So daemon thread is like when even the parent would die, as long as the child is active, it would continue. Is that what is daemon, right?
Daemon is, what I'm saying here is that it's just a background thread. That's all. It's a garbage collector is a system level thread or JVM thread, you can say, that runs in the background. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
Something that runs in the background, that's something that you don't have to worry about, is my point.
Yep, and our main method is a non-daemon thread, right?
Main method, exactly. Main thread is different.
Yeah, that's
Main
a non-daemon
thread we invoke, right? But I mean, that's how you kick off your JVM. After you kick off your JVM, behind the scenes there is a thread. This is a main thread. The main, the one you kick off is a main thread. That's what they call it.
Okay, main thread. So it would die soon. The parent, in that case, child would die soon. The parent would die.
Sorry.
That child class.
In that case.
In what case?
Like in our main method thread, child would die as soon as the parent would die, right?
Yes. Actually, once you are done with the main thread, everything is dead.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, yes. So
Right.
child would die, even though it's an active child in the back, but soon the parent would die. It would go die right there.
In fact, you'll understand more when we talk about the web servers, etc. They're actually like your main class. It's always running. Here, you just right-click, run as a Java application, and then quickly dies, right? But there actually, it will always be running. We'll talk about it when we talk about.
Okay.
Okay. So what else, yeah? Um,
What are the types of primitives? Because we did not
no,
get those.
no.
Right?
I mean, this is not for Java certification course, so I'll not talk about anything that's related to bookish thing. I'll talk. Let's see.
What about
Difference
What?
between
What?
string buffer and string builder.
We'll get there. Hold your thought and tell me what collection interfaces are classes that you have used. It's a very, very popular question. I've used list, set, and map interfaces. Okay? And I've used interfaces, array list, and linked list. So this is how you are actually poking him to ask more into the details. So in interviews, the trick is that you can always dictate, or you can always, some people you can't change it. But what you can decide what should be his next question. You know what I'm saying? You just give him the hint. You just say that I've used list, set, and map interfaces, array list and linked list for linked list implementations for list, array list and linked list implementations of list for list, and then tell me has set,
reset, link.
Has set, reset,
Linked hash set.
linked hash set, good. For set interface.
Yep.
Hash map
And tree
map.
For the map interface.
Linked hash map if you want to, but tree map, a linked hash map for map interface. If you say this, then he'll be impressed. I mean, you're asking him again. So you're poking him to, hey, ask me the questions on this one, on this one. So you might ask any question on this one now, right? Right? Do it only if you're confident. So now he may ask now, what is the difference between array list and linked list, right? Linked list, right? He can ask that. And then first let's write down the questions here. Actually, what is the before this, right? Yeah. Thanks.
Right?
Somebody said it. What is the difference between
list and set?
Exactly. That's the first and foremost question. And then he may ask, what is the difference between array list and array list and linked list? And next.
Has set and linked has set.
When would you use what? Next, how did you use map? Or he can say hash map or any other, right? How did you use hash map? Right? You can ask
for
that.
word count programs.
Huh?
For word count programs in Hadoop and big data.
Word count, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know Hadoop and big data, but
See, what happens is when they give you a full dictionary or something like that. Dictionary means full text of some book. If you have to count the number of words, like each word occurs how many times, they're usually the key is the word, and the value is the number of words of each type.
Right.
In those situations, this I have used.
I'm impressed. Actually, let's do something like that. Okay, hold your thought. Maybe when we do the programming exercises, we'll see. How did you use have? Meaning, in what situations in your project? Be realistic and talk about it. That's a good one. What's the difference between the? He may ask like. Hash map and tree map. What are the two? This is the most important question. What are the two important
Equivalent hash code
methods you should implement when you're dealing with collections, right? Right. Equals and hash code and what method plays crucial role in the context of hash-based data sets like hash set and hash map? What is that? Hash code, right? What else? Hash code, yep.
What are the sorting method you have used with the comparable and compare to? Like comparable is our interface with compare to method.
Say that again.
What are the sorting methods you have used? Like for single sorting, we use comparable interface with compare to method.
And also we implement the comparable.
Yeah, comparable is the interface, and then compare to is the method. That's for single sort, right? Venkat, can I take an example of multi-sorting? I try to do it, but like compare and compare two or something, I believe. Like you did a single sorting, right?
We are not getting into the details right now. Actually, we talked about it in the tree set and tree map. You want to take a look at it before we talk?
Yeah, I look at that, but I think we did the single sorting. I'm thinking of the multi-sorting, like comparable and compare to, and I think it is compare and I may check, double check. I did once, but it did not work right.
Okay. I don't want to talk about any topic really.
No, that's fine.
Because we need to finish this up.
Absolutely.
I need to sort. How do I put it? I need to sort.
What are the interface do you use for the single sorting, and which method do you call in that interface?
No, nobody asks that. No, I want to be as practical as possible. If I ask you to see if you really have experience, how would I ask is what I'm thinking. I need to sort bunch of customer objects, okay, by their last name, right? How do I do that? Right?
Yep.
So this is where you will use obviously tree set, but under the hood you have to provide the implementation actually. Okay. There is a yes, you will use tree set, but the point is you'll have to, this customer object must implement a comparable interface, and then you have to implement the compare to, and then within that you have to write your compare the last names, and then lexically, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
There is one complex question that that might talk about, which I have not covered, is what is the difference between using comparator and comparable?
Yep. Single sorting and multi-sorting, right?
No, not really.
No. Oh, okay.
No. So you can actually, there is I'll show you. See here, there is an interface called comparator. So there is an interface called comparator. So without, in this case, right, you are saying your customer object itself should implement the comparable interface, and in compare to you want to put your last name, right? What if it's not generic enough? Not 100% of the times my customers are compared by their last name. In some cases they are compared by last name, in some cases they are compared by social security number, in some cases they are compared by first name. In that case, what happens is you will use something called collections.sort, and that sort method will take comparator as the argument. You provide, hey, I'm giving you a bunch of customers, okay? Can you please sort all of them by my comparator, not by the default comparator that your customers, implement comparable? No. I want you to do it differently. I'm providing you the comparator, okay? Can you please do that? That's what this one is actually. It's a simple concept. At this point, I think you can read upon that. So the point is, you can, if you're looking for some here, I wanted to, okay. Collections.sort method. Yes, comparator is also an interface. Comparator collections.sort is what we use to sort the objects, right? If you're not using the tree set, you have been given, you did not get the tree set. You have not been, see, tree set, you will use it as a basket. Every single time you add, implicitly they are actually put in the data set itself as in the sorting order, right? But here, somebody gave you some collection, okay? Maybe they gave you list, they are not, okay, they are not sorted. So how do you sort? How do you sort the objects? Not at the time of, just to complicate the things, right? We'll use collections.sort. Okay? Sort method is used to sort the Java objects. Here collections.sort is used, right? So here what we are saying is collections.sort expects a comparator interface. So you provide expects a comparator interface. So you provide how you want your objects to be sorted by implementing this interface. Okay? Yeah, I know. I didn't talk very detail about it, but as I told you, I can talk every single thing. Look at it. Look at the collections.sort and take this as an homework and read the API and show me an example. Okay? If you still didn't get it, sure, we'll talk. No problem. Yeah, comparable uses compare to method while comparator uses compare method. Yes, that is right, but that's not the main point. In the comparable, the main object itself, the customer object itself, will implement the comparable. But in some cases, that may not be the case. Depends on the situation, I need to change it. Or let's say customer object never implemented comparable interface. So in that case, I can't sort it? Yes, you can, using the collections.sort. Okay? Read upon the collections.sort. There is a class called collections. It has a static method called sort. Okay? Okay, next. A lot of questions on this one. Okay, what is the very important question? Difference between string and string buffer. We know string is an immutable and string buffer is mutable, right?
Mutable, yeah.
Yes. Okay. What do you mean by mutable and explain to me about mutable and immutable objects. What are the advantages, or you can what are the advantages of immutable objects, right? How do you create an immutable object, right? So create constructor with all of your fields and then provide no setters, right? That's
yes. And mark the field as a private.
Sorry.
No setters and not only no setters, it shouldn't be muted from through any other methods. No setters and no other methods that can change it.
I agree. Yes. I mean, to be precise, you are right.
Yeah. Okay.
And mark the field as a private.
Of course, that's that's given, is what I'm thinking. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more. Okay, now let's talk about some standard differences. That answer is always standard for all of this. What is the difference between string buffer and string builder? This is for your threading, multi-threading.
Yeah, buffer is not synchronized, and builder is buffer is synchronized.
Yes,
and
I know.
Builder is not synchronized. Yeah, right?
I know. We didn't. You didn't watch the video on that probably, but that's okay. You can watch it. String buffer is synchronized. String builder is not synchronized. Meaning, string builder is not thread safe. String buffer is thread safe.
Yes.
Meaning, string builder gives you performance. It is fast. String buffer is slow because it gives you thread safety. Thread safety comes with cost, buddy. Okay.
Yep.
So similarly, there are some standard questions. What is the
Array, list, and vector.
Yep. Difference between array, list, and vector.
Something, yeah.
And then what is the difference between? Answer is same. between hash table and I believe T is uppercase or lowercase, hash table and hash map. Again, it's the same answer. Okay, now let's talk about exception handling, right? So what is the difference between checked and unchecked exceptions? What is the difference between checked and unchecked exception? And unchecked exceptions are also called runtime exceptions, right?
Runtime exceptions, yeah.
Right.
Checked are those grabbed by the compiler itself,
Mm-hmm.
the interpreter itself,
Right.
at the time of coding. So you have no way of really getting around that, writing some, try-catch block or a throws verb. But unchecked exceptions, you never know. Those are runtime. If you are smart enough, you'll know it in advance and you'll write your try-catch block or throws method to really pass it out to the parent, to the client.
Not correct. Not fully correct.
Okay.
Basically, unchecked is when you don't know when your exception will pop up. That's a runtime exception, and you can't catch it. Basically, if you want to catch that
even that is not correct. You can't catch it is also not correct. If you want to, you can catch that. Okay, but compiler does not force you to catch it. But in the case of checked exception, in the case of checked exception, your compiler will force you to catch it. Either to do one of the two things, right? Either you catch it or rethrow it to the caller.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the first point I wanted to hear from you is that all the exceptions that extend from java.lang exception are called checked exceptions, and all the exceptions that are direct children of java.lang runtime exception are called unchecked or runtime exception. Actually, thanks to Rohit, he sent this one. Okay, look at it. This is your java.lang object. This is your throwable. This is the top level class in an exception hierarchy. Underneath that you have error and exception. See here, this is java.lang exception. Okay, so your IO exception is a direct child of exception. Interrupted exception is a direct child of exception, but runtime exception is also child of exception, but this is the runtime hierarchy. So under the runtime exception, you have number format exception, you have arithmetic exception, you have index out of bounds exception. Okay, and you have your null pointer exception here, right? So if your exception is if your exception's dad is a runtime exception, okay, then that is called unchecked exception or runtime exception. In that case, your compiler will not force you to handle it. But if your dad is exception, not through runtime exception, if your dad is exception, then if somebody is throwing file not found exception, your compiler will force you to do one of two things. Either you catch it or rethrow it. Agree? It's a good one. That is actually the difference between checked and runtime exception. And then your compiler will force you to do one of two things in the case of checked exception. But in the case of unchecked exception, your compiler doesn't force you. If you want, you can though. That's what I was trying to correct, Rohit.
Okay.
Shovan, you are clear now? We are on the same page, right? Shovan?
Yeah, that's what I think I said. That checked exception is the one that's caught by the compiler, the interpreter itself at the time of coding.
And first of all, compiler is not the interpreter. Compiler is the.
Yeah, I mean to say, when you are coding that Eclipse.
Right. Your compiler.
Compiler, yeah. But it catches you right then and does not let you get around that.
Yep.
you get the red error message, red flag all the time.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Runtime is something that you have to preempt yourself, and you have
Yes.
to do the coding yourself. That's what I
Exactly.
understand. Yeah.
Exactly. Why this 10 is, why this much space? I don't know. Let's not worry about it right now. Okay. What other
Difference between error and exceptions. Very common, they always ask, I think.
sure. What happens? I have 100 lines of code in my try block. And an exception is thrown at line 50. What happens now? What happens now? Right?
You have to write a catch block to really get it.
It will go to the catch block.
And if we have a catch block, it will go to the catch block, and if we have a final, it will directly go to final.
Okay, what happens if it has a catch block? Okay, the first question, Omai, here is that, does it execute the 51st line?
No.
No.
Very good. And now, I have both catch and finally. Where does it go now?
Final.
It doesn't go to catch block?
No.
It will go to catch.
No.
That is not
No,
correct.
it will go to
That
the
is
catch
not
block.
correct.
It will go to the catch block and eventually go to the finally
From
also.
catch block, it will go to the final.
It will always go to finally block. Okay?
Always go.
But
Mandatory.
first it goes to catch block and then finally block. If you don't have a catch block, then it will go to finally block. Finally block, going to finally block is fixed. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
But Venkat, if I have a return at the end of the try block,
even in that case, it goes to finally block.
then it will skip the catch block and go to the final block.
Of course. Meaning, if there is no exception, it doesn't go to catch block. That's what I'm saying. Catch block is optional. If there is an exception, it will go to catch and then go to finally. If there is no exception, it will execute all the lines of code and try block and then go to finally block. So going to finally block is standard.
Yeah, yeah. No doubt. I have no doubts about that.
What is the difference between error and exception? Can be asked. Error is more. Sorry.
Error means you cannot recover from that.
Exactly. Error is more fatal than exception. Error, you can hardly recover from it. You can't recover from it. So if something miserably happened at the time of, later I'll talk about it, when you start the server, if there is some very important things are not there, some configuration files missing, you throw a configuration error here, and then so that it just come out of it. You can't catch it. Exception, you can catch it. Of course, depends on, exceptions you can catch it, both checked and unchecked exceptions. What else we have? This is error in the hierarchy, this is exceptions. So these are something that you can recover from. These are unrecoverable, or whatever the English word. They can be recovered. What other questions?
Yeah, and then user written exceptions. There is something like user written exceptions.
Oh yeah.
Like in your bank example that you had.
Right. What are custom exceptions?
Customized.
Yep. What are custom exceptions, and how do you create a custom exception? how can you create a custom runtime exception, right? Or custom unchecked exception, or custom runtime or unchecked exception. It's a fair question, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Make your class extend java.lang runtime exception. That's all.
But I would think that custom exceptions are all unchecked.
That is not
right?
correct. That is absolutely not correct.
Not correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because custom exceptions are like the ones that you want to throw yourself.
Exactly.
Like, say,
And
instance.
you want to give your clients chance to recover from.
Correct.
So,
but how would the compiler know about it? The compiler wouldn't know what I want to code, right? So I'm saying that it couldn't be checked. It has to be unchecked.
No. See, when you go to bank account, right? So in your bank account, dot transfer is a method, right? In your transfer method signature itself, it will have throws insufficient balance exception. Throws. The method has that throws insufficient balance exception. Now your compiler will say that, hey, this method throws insufficient balance exception and you did not catch it. What do you want to do? Are you getting it? That's it.
So in that context, it will be, of course.
Yeah.
But with the throws keyword, you're basically letting the compiler know that there's a case of checking over here, and that's why. Okay.
You got it. But actually, in that transfer method, if one of the lines of code is throw, right? Actually, speaking of it, you must know this one. What is the difference between throws and throw keyword? Okay, so throw keyword is used to actually raise an exception there. If checking account doesn't have enough money, then there you will say that throw new. Always when you say throw new insufficient balance exception. When you do that, it will ask, compiler will force you that, hey, since you are throwing this one, why don't you tell your clients in the method signature that you can potentially throw this one? Then that is how you have to put throws. In your method signature, you will have throws to tell all the clients that you could potentially throw an exception. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. See here, in file output stream, write throws IO exception. So what you are saying is that, hey, be mindful that my write method could potentially throw IO exception. And since IO exception is a checked exception, IO exception is coming from your exception dad. So you must either catch it or rethrow it. Got it? Is that helping you, Sean?
Yeah. I mean, last night itself, I saw your exception tape.
Right, okay.
So with this one, it's a good recap also.
Okay, what else, guys?
Venkat, where do we use the throw keyword?
Sorry, where do you use what?
The throw keyword.
Oh, throw keyword, huh? Wherever you want to fly, right? Let's say fly, give me the wings. Let's say eat. String food. Give me the food I will eat, right? That's what you're asking. That's what you're saying here, right? Okay, I'll change this guy. String food, right? So give me the food I will eat, right? If somebody does not give me food, if food is now, okay, or somebody gives me some empty thing, string dot food dot trim dot length is 0, meaning if somebody gives empty string or somebody gives a null, okay, in that case I want to throw an error, throw new illegal argument exception, whatever, or right, sorry, you must supply food for me to eat. Make sense? So here you are throwing a new exception. Okay? But even though I threw this guy, compiler did not ask me to declare this in my method signature. Why? Did you understand the question?
It defaults exception.
Sorry? Even though I threw this exception, compiler is not forcing me to declare that in my method signature. Why?
Because you have already handled it.
I'm throwing it, buddy. In my code, I'm throwing it. When I throw an
Because it's not
exception,
checked.
I need to declare that in my method signature, right? Yes, Sean, go ahead.
Because it's not checked, that's why.
Because
That's why
this
compiler is allowing you.
Because this is a runtime exception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because illegal argument exception is a runtime exception. You want to check?
Yeah.
Illegal argument exception is a runtime exception. So its dad is a runtime exception. That is why. But you throw some other you throw some other checked exception like
IO.
exception.
It'll catch you.
Oh, sorry. IO. So if I do an IO exception, then your compiler will force you. Hey, dude, you are throwing a checked exception, but you did not put it in a method signature, so you must tell your clients at the compile time itself when they try to. So what is this checked exception meaning? It can be recovered, right? It's a recoverable exception, right? So you need to give a chance to your clients to recover from it, right? So when they call eat method in your demo here, see this one?
Yeah.
Let's say whatever. Okay. So now control 1 add throws. I need to throw it, and then of course in interface also I need to throw it. See, it goes in the method signature. Now your clients will get if your clients do not handle it, they will get this compile time error saying that, hey, your eat method could potentially throw IO exception. How come you did not handle it? Now you have two options: either catch it, or either catch it, or you rethrow it. You rethrow it the whoever the caller is. You can do either of these two things. Agree?
Yeah.
That is what. Hey, did I answer your question, Antenna?
Yeah.
Thank you. No problem. Okay, this is enough. I mean, we need to fill it. Can you guys take it home and fill it? Or can I put some names here so that
Yes.
you guys can fill?
Yeah, no problem. Venkat, can we get this right after the class, this Word document?
Oh, absolutely. I will send it across. But I want you to pair up and do this one. I don't want one person to write any of this. So give me two names for, people. And so what is the difference between list set or certain 3-4 people? You can take it different list set, array list, linker list.
Put Shobhan over there and put somebody else.
These two, okay, these two, okay, Shovan and
Whoever.
who else? I need at least two of, another 2-3 people to pair up.
Uma's address, because her email I know.
Okay, Shovan, Uma, they pair up and okay. How did you use hash map? What is the difference between hash map? There are two important methods, right? Like, okay, this is Okay, all these four. I need 4 people on this one because it's little complicated.
You can put me.
Venkat Krishna.
Yeah.
Sure. More people. I need more people. Venkat Krishna. I need Uma. Uma is standard, huh? And who else? Yuri. And who else? Because I want to be able to cover everybody. You okay? But somehow you all have to be covered in all of these questions, okay? And I need to sort both customer objects by their last name. How do I do that? How do I sort objects in Java? Collections dot. What is the difference between yeah, all of this. I need another good lot of people here.
Antenna, you put me there.
Okay. Antenna, Shekhar, did you volunteer? Here in chat, you said will do. So Shekhar, I'm picking for people who are not responding. So Jyoti, can I? Yeah. Okay. Antenna, Jyoti, Ketan. Ketan, you have time? Mani, you guys respond. Rohit, is it okay?
Yeah, is it for now, Venkat?
No, come on. You guys figure out that you guys, no, you guys talk and then fill these questions with, properly and master them. Essentially, you are mastering, right? Immutable, string buffer, immutable, immutable, string buffer. Okay, these 4 are immutability. All of this is another. I need another set of people.
Can put me there too.
Sure. Absolutely. Who else? Guys?
Shovan.
Ravi, Shovan. I'm picking people who are not responding. So, I mean, if they can't do it, that's fine. I can understand. I think everybody is covered. So now you have to Shovan. Who else here? That's it? Okay. These are some standard questions.
So how are we handing them over? Like, how do we communicate among ourselves?
Send it across to me.
Okay.
Send it across to me, and then I'll do something.
No problem. That's fine.
Who is taking these questions? Jyoti. Okay.
You can put me, Venkat.
Jyoti and Venkakrishna.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All the exception handling is one now. So this block, I think everybody can contribute, but I need one owner or a couple of people. Everybody, I agree, but I need one owner. Uma, I'm making you owner here. Meaning you coordinate, you gather from everybody and then do it. Everybody, right? But I'll expect, expect this to just coordinate. That's all. Yeah, everybody will participate. You just take in the the notes or something, and then it's for everybody, right? We all benefit from this one. You all. So okay, this is good enough.
Yeah.
Now, let's do a couple of problems. There's an echo. I know. I was also hearing that echo. Now I think it's good. I muted everybody. Okay, so I sent an email with these coding questions yesterday. So
Yesterday. Okay.
now in this one, I want to, yeah, is this good enough, Rohit, or do you want me to still zoom it?
No, this is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this one, do two of them, okay? And but I'm not doing it. You will be doing it. So let me. I have some. I'll fix my compilation issues first, and then I'll get there. Yeah, I'll take care of that later. So, okay. So I'll create a new package here. Com Java Venkat. Training. Java core. Coding exercises. Huh? Okay. Now, let's pick 3 of them and then go home. Let's finish 3 of them. I can pick, or unless you have any preference, you guys have to do it. So write a program to print multiples of 5 between 1 and 100. Write a prime numbers between 1 and 100. Prime number is a number. First, let's pick first 2. Let's do reasonably simple, so everybody will be on the same page. How about this? I mean, it's not simple, not so straightforward, but again, it gives a it is simple. Write a program to print the sum of multiples of 5 between 1 and 100. So we are combining 2 different examples. So I want this. And then I want something in the collections. Write a method to accept list of ends as input and return largest number in that. Write a method to accept list of strings as input and return strings in exactly reverse order.
There is a split question.
That's
you told last time, right?
But
yeah.
The question 12 we have done last time.
I don't think so. Write a method to accept list of strings as input and return.
It's different.
It is. You are right, Rohit. It's similar, very similar. I agree.
No, it's different because see, in the other one you said words.
I agree.
And this is basically a list of strings.
Kind of logic is same, right?
Yeah.
Data type, right? Same.
Yeah.
Number 14.
Write a method to accept list of strings and return another list that contains only in odd positions. Fantastic. That's simple too.
Oh, list of strings in exactly reverse order. Okay.
Exactly. Oh, the last time we did in the array format, we did it.
We'll put it in, I mean, there will be several of them, that's all.
How about this one?
Right.
Write a method. It's generally asked also in the interviews, write a method to test whether a given string is palindrome or not. Palindrome words have the same characters in forward and backward direction. For example, race car, if I give you like this without any spaces, I mean, spaces are not, that's a business requirement.
Okay.
So in the opposite direction to RA.
I'll tell you how.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how. Okay, first of all, reverse it with any of those, take the string.
No. We don't talk about how. We have to give chance to everybody, right?
Okay.
So
the famous example for that is the word Malayalam. Malayalam belongs to the palindrome actually. That is a famous example.
Fantastic, see?
How is Malayalam
I did not
palindrome?
know.
Malayalam is not palindrome.
I did not
I don't think Malayalam is not palindrome.
M-A-L-A-Y-A-L-A-M. Now reverse it.
It's L-A or L-L?
M-A-L-A. LA.
Hang on a second. Let me just think over it.
Okay, how about this one? Write a method that, oh, a lot of typos, huh? Yesterday when I sent it. Okay. Write a method to combine this one. Write a method that combines two lists by alternatingly or alternatingly or alternatively. Alternatingly. I don't know whether that's the right word or not. Whatever. Taking elements. If I give you two lists A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3, I need A from here, 1 from here, B from here, 2 from here, C from here, 3 from here. I want this one also to be done.
This is good. 18 is good.
Guys, I want this 4 from you. Okay, and I'm recording this one, by the way, for people, for other people, who are not here today for their purpose. But you are doing it, and I want the team effort. I don't want one person to drive anything. So you voluntarily step back if you think you know too much, and let I mean it. And give chance for others to think, and this one also, because we are here together and we have to learn together. So it's okay. I think we have a mix of people like any other class. So I can give you complete access, or how do we do that? Okay.
Last time
Give access to your Eclipse. I mean
you told us you are going to create a repository for homework. So can we just have for check-in and check-out?
I will. That's a great point. But this one is a class. Right now, you will be doing it. This one is not for home. I'm saying, I know we said until 12 o'clock. It's only 2 hours. But is it okay? You guys can hang around for another few minutes to... by 12:30 or so. You finish these 4 examples and go home, whatever that one is. Is it fine? Or am I forcing you guys?
Yes. No.
Okay, good. And we are doing this simple program to start with. Sum of multiples of 5, right? Okay, actually, why am I typing? How do I give... Okay, I'll make one of you, I'll make Rohit, I'll make you not the presenter, I'll make you the organizer. Meaning you can give anybody any access, okay? You know what I'm saying? So you are the organizer on my computer. And okay, now you come here and play with, do I have to give keyboard and mouse to you guys? Okay, you are the organizer now. So you can make anyone the presenter, you can make anyone the... Okay?
Okay.
And I can give the keyboard and mouse to... okay, now you have the control. So first question... Oh, sorry, Uma is saying something. I think she texted or something. Can you give me 1 second, ma'am?
No, actually, we got it already. I meant the other interview questions.
Questions you don't have it? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm sorry about it. I just withdraw my statement. Yeah, we already have it.
Okay.
I don't have the questions yet.
I will
Which
send
will
it
send
across.
me after the class.
I will do it.
Okay.
Or can one of you send it to him, please, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll forward.
First start with this one. Rohit, you start with this one. Yep. But again, as I said, it's a teamwork. Everybody should, first program, you coordinate. And the next one we'll see.
Okay.
It's just coordinating, mean you are involving everybody, so you are not doing it. So.
Okay, do I have the mouse controls?
Can you check?
Yeah.
Java project. You just create a class within, in that package. So.
I used to create a project. I think I don't have the keyboard control. I can't type. Venkat, I'm not able to type. Did you give me the complete keyboard controls? Venkat, are you there? Is someone there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But I don't have the control. I mean, I can't type actually. I mean, I can't type anything.
Maybe we can do it using your computer.
Sorry?
Then you can check in.
Acha, one thing, guys. Do we have the permission to check in this time?
No,
No.
I don't.
Not
No.
yet, right? Okay.
Not yet, yeah.
You know, maybe I can make someone else the presenter and see if someone else can type it. Because I'm not able to type anything. Just able to control the mouse.
Okay.
Who can start typing?
I tried typing. It didn't work.
Okay, I didn't give you, so let me give it to you. Oh,
Hang on a second. I lost whatever I had. Okay, let me see.
Shovan, I have given you to.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I typed. I clicked on that, but I don't even see your screen anymore. I don't see that place. I mean that Eclipse anymore.
Okay.
Okay, that also has gone. Okay, let me try once more.
Now see.
When ready, show my screen, right? Okay, I clicked on that.
You are the presenter now.
Yeah. Now having clicked on that.
Yeah, can you start your Eclipse? I mean.
Oh, I have to start on my Eclipse right now. Okay, hang on.
Because I don't have.
Help, right? At this point, you're good?
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Venkat, I'm not able to access. I'm not able to type anything on your screen. So I made Shovan as a presenter right now. So if you want, you can change it again.
Let's try to write on Venkat's screen. Let him troubleshoot this one.
Okay,
Because
I'm doing myself. Okay, 1 second, guys.
Yeah, I'm making you the organizer, Venkat.
So who do I have to give the control?
You can give it to me.
Where are you here? Looks like you're not there. Oh, on the top. You are the organizer, huh? Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, you are the organizer and you have the control. Look at it.
I can do this, but...
Actually, can anybody see my screen right now?
No, everybody's seeing my screen.
Good. Thanks. Just making sure.
No, Venkat, I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting the permission to type at all. I mean,
Maybe did you share your keyboard?
no, I mean...
One second. You know what? I'm here, so no worries.
Okay.
Let me make myself the... No, you don't do anything.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to be the organizer. But I don't know why it shows. I will give keyboard and mouse. Take a look at it now.
Okay.
Okay, check now.
Yeah.
Sub 5 or sum of multiples of 5?
Oh yeah. Around some of multiple.
Right? Is it right?
Sum of multiples of 5.
Between 1 and 100 or?
Between 1 and 100. That means 0, 5, 10, 15 like that. That's what I think you said. So write a for loop and step from 0 to 100 and step to 5.
5 between 1 and 100.
That means 0, 5, 10, 15 like that.
Okay. Yep.
So PSVM.
Sorry?
PSVM.
Yes.
PSVM means public static void main.
Okay, that is what you told.
I don't remember. That's why I have made an acronym for myself to remember that.
You don't have to remember. It's the
Yeah. No, but for interviews.
generate for you.
For interviews.
Yeah, so you can like everyone can start talking with now. I mean, can you put your own ideas?
Okay. So first, let's try to do a for loop. Let me start talking. Put a for loop starting from I equal to 0 and condition I less than 100, less than or equal to 100, and I equal to I plus 5.
This is Shavan.
Yeah.
I need to drop off for this. Can you just let me know what are the question numbers?
Oh, okay. Jyoti, can you see the highlighted ones?
Yeah,
Question
7 and 14
Number
and 15, correct?
Yeah, number 7, 14, 15.
And there is one more. Yeah, this one, 18.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay, now not this thing, not I plus plus.
Okay.
That will be that's where the 5 will be coming in. I equal to I plus 5 you can put. I equal to I plus 5. And the 100 will be less than or equal to 100 because he's telling 0 to, I mean between 0 and 100, I would think including 100, so you can put between 0 and 100 less than or equal to. I mean, that's a judgment question.
No, it is, you're right, it has to be less than or equal to 100. Yeah.
Okay. But I would like to look for something that steps through, because certain languages have step. So I equal to I plus 5 works, but I would like to look for something more Java oriented to really do that part. Okay.
No, but good. But this does the job actually as of
This does
now.
the job. This works. No problem. Then open and close the curly braces.
Why are you adding I plus 5 there?
Yeah, because he said
Five, it says.
all the numbers that are multiples of 5. So starting from 0, 0, 5, 10, 15, those numbers.
So
And then we don't,
I plus 5
I
is-
you can put inside the for loop also. Int. You can put inside the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one, so yeah.
Yeah, remember that is the initialization, and then there is a condition, and then an increment statement. So the I plus 5 is the increment statement. Uma?
So, yeah, it's an increment step, but
Yeah.
I was wondering whether we can add a step to divide every number by 5 and then find out.
No. Yes, you can do that, but let me explain to you that will be more work. That will be more work for the compiler, for the Java JVM. But since you know from mathematics that starting from 0, 5, 10, 15 and all these numbers are indeed divisible by 5 and no other is, you can use that fact over here and avoid the Java work. But
You
division
brought up a
is the
good
right test.
perspective, Uma. Let's, you know, in my head, before Shovan and these guys said this idea, exact same thing in my mind. But when I saw this plus 5, it makes sense, right? So essentially what we're doing is we can definitely, if you are given, if I'm giving you all the numbers between 1 and 100, you can definitely, you should go through every one of them because you don't know the numbers. You can, you should go through every one of them and then divide by 5 and see if you get the remainder as 0 or not. I totally agree with you on that. Okay? But here you know a friend that, you know, you are starting from here. So this is a simplistic version of it, but yours is, you know, the real, the correct
More
version
generic.
of it. Meaning,
More generic version.
more generic version and, yep.
Okay.
Like if it were a case of testing divisible by 5 and 7, then you couldn't do this.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So in that sense, you are definitely right. I think so. Okay, now sum, int sum equal to sum plus I.
You don't need to do that.
Huh?
You don't need to do that. Just to do system out. That's it.
Oh yeah,
You
of
are
course.
you are doing already I is equal to I plus 5 already there.
Yeah, of course.
You don't
But
need
we
to do
need the
that.
sum, the total, right?
No, he needs the sum also. But he wants to do the sum within the sys out.
That's it. You just put down system out and it will keep doing I.
Plus.
That's it. It will print now everything.
No, but that will only give the multiples. But do it, you'll see. But he doesn't want only the multiples. He wants the sum of the multiples. Like 0 plus 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus all those things. But do it, no problem.
Print out this thing. Now from here we need to get the sum of the multiples now.
Yeah. So I was suggesting to keep sum equal to sum plus I, which you can do in this sys out as well. But anyway, over here you do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe sum is a keyword. Do sum 1. Why is it showing underline?
No, it's initialization problem.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah, correct.
You see this one? Let me pull this one.
Let's go to the upper layers. 0.5. Why it's going?
Now you see?
I less than. It's accumulating. Yeah, it's accumulating. Doing it. Okay, up to 100. I'll tell you how much it will be. Hang on a second. 100. It should be. It may be 1050. Okay, it's adding up fine. 0, 5, 15, 15 plus.
No. One thing, guys. Did you understand how is this loop working right now?
Yeah.
Observe the output.
It's looping again, right?
It's looping again and again. I mean, it's iterating from initial 0. You see?
So do one thing. Why don't you display I as well? Then it will give you the sum at each level.
What do you mean to say?
That means in the sys out.
Oh, okay. Okay, you know what?
In the same system out you can do on the side.
I plus.
Values are I comma, yeah, I plus comma, plus comma. You put a plus between the comma and the, yeah. And then code that plus.
Is within quotes, right?
Quotes here. Okay. and that should do.
That should do. Oh yeah, that should do.
Okay.
0.
It's adding fine. It's just fine.
Yeah, no. I think it's only the I which has to be printed out rather than the sum.
No, but that's not what this thing says.
The program for sum of multiples of 5 between 1 and 100.
5.
Between 1 and 100. It's not 100.
Sum of multiples. Sum of the multiples of 5. He says sum of the multiples of 5.
Some of the multiples of 5 say suppose like you have to take 3. See 5 into 3 is 15, right? Starting from 0 to 3, consider values is 0, 5, 10 and 15 for Sam, for example. So we need to print out the sum for these values of 5, 10 and 15. But the condition is not specified, like if 15 has to add up to the previous number or the whole loop has to be added, right? We don't have that condition right now.
Okay, you are right.
You get the point?
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
right?
right. Yeah,
Because
you're right.
here nothing is mentioned that.
So print in the end then. Okay, hang on. Print in the end. You don't have to print at every point. You just print once when the loop is done. You only have to print that 1050.
Do we need to put another loop here to add
No,
the
no,
numbers?
but outside, yeah, exactly. Don't have to put I then. Remove the I.
Yeah.
I'm talking too much. You guys talk, man.
Yeah, everyone has to talk. Come on.
I agree with Shovan. He's talking too much, so people talk. And there are 10 people there.
Yeah, that's it. Values are 1050.
This is what we want.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is like, understanding, I guess. We are. So if you have something else, you can, you can also speak. Just not that we are speaking. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Rohit.
Hope. And that, Uma,
You guys have-
what we are doing. Uma, you are clear?
Yeah. But can we just print out both I and the sum of I so that it will be clear, right?
Yeah, but at this level, there's no question of I. You could do it inside as an additional fact.
Okay.
You're supplying an additional fact. That's okay.
No,
But that's
still
not-
we can show. We can still
You can
show.
show, yeah.
We can still show the values. There's
can.
not an issue, right? We can still
Yeah,
show.
that's not the logic, but still, but for
You
that,
can.
yeah.
Just display. We don't mind displaying, right? We can display the output.
We can.
Yeah.
Like he did last time.
Right, exactly. See, the values of 5 and values of I are till 100.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Venkat Krishna,
Yeah.
there's no sound from you.
Even this system out, you can put it outside of the loop, so it doesn't go all the way like value of I was 0, 5, 10 like that. It will just give you one. Value of I is 100, and then value of value R is 1050. In that way, you know that it reached 200. That's what it is. You don't have to print every time going through the loop.
Good. Just for the information, Ketan, that's all.
Yeah, it
Ma
just
was asking for that. I think that's fine. That's,
that's the,
Either way, yeah.
no,
But I'm just
our
wondering.
main purpose is to just display this like 1050. But even if if some user wants to know what is inside this I or what is inside this thing going on, we can. There is no error mistake in just displaying the information. So
the last one you may want to put sum equal to, right, rather than.
Yeah. I'll put this way.
Yeah. But it's done actually. See, these are all cosmetics. I think we are done. We can go to the next problem.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're right.
Just to make it clear, someone who reads it should be still
Yeah.
clear, right?
Sure.
Yeah, hello guys. I was writing my own program.
See, if I don't want the values of 5 for each line, I just want to say multiples of 5 is equal to and all the numbers, and then I need total. So can I do that when I come out of the loop and print that?
Sorry, come again, Uma.
See, because he was giving the sysout print line values of 5 within the loop, it's printing values of 5 for each and every line, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
I just want the multiples of 5 are and then display only the multiples of 5 numbers, and then I need that sum of those numbers.
Yeah.
Do we need to put want me to come out of the loop and type that?
You mean you want the value of the numbers till multiples, till 5, right?
Yes, it's 100.
From
Yeah.
5. From 5.
From 5. Yeah.
From 0 rather. From 0.
Whatever it is, from 0 to 100.
You want to do the same thing by coming out of the loop.
Values of 5 to repeat that line.
So if you want to print if you want to print 0 to 100 outside of the for loop, then you have to store them somewhere, right? That I is gone now. See, the visibility of IO is only within the for loop. This is gone now. If you really want to print it outside, then you have to dump all of them in a separate one, right?
Yeah.
Uma, agree? Uma?
Yeah, yeah. I hear the echo sound. I don't know from
I hear echo sound. Someone is on the phone, I think.
Sounds like a radio to me.
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, it's still there or no, right?
Now it's clear.
You got the point, right? Uma, did you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that I should be within the loop. Yeah.
Right, right. If not, if you want to put it outside, then you have to store it somewhere. Why do you want to store it?
Okay.
Right. Just for the purpose. But you understand the logic, right? I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
And I agree with your logic also. Good. So, do you want to drive the next one,
Yes.
Uma?
Yeah, I'll just watch. I'm not there yet, so I'll
Okay,
just...
that's fine. Who wants to drive the next one?
Same guy drive actually. Same guy drive.
We'll get him some coffee and everything.
Yeah, we'll do something.
I want to make sure everybody is, Hey, Shekhar, do you want to drive?
So driving, the problem is this, that when you drive, you cannot think because there might be accidents.
I mean, we can still, depends on the
Then I
person,
can
if you
think.
can do multitask.
Then I can drive. If that's the
No,
case,
you
I
better
can
think, Uma. Uma, you better think. Uma, you
I'm
better
not a
think.
good multitasker, man. Believe me, I'm not a good multitasker.
Uma, you better think. We can. That's good at this point of time. What say?
Yeah.
Maybe you can have your own logic, so at least you can learn this through at least, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, if you want.
It'll take more time for me to get the solution. So I'll just watch and then.
Yeah. That's totally fine. Hey, Rohit,
Fine.
go ahead. You guys, you guys go ahead. And I'm still recording it.
Okay.
I think that's fine, right? Okay, you
Okay,
guys now finish all four and quickly and
Yeah, I think
go. Sorry.
we
Yes.
can record this as a separate video, right, instead of the task video.
Good idea. 1 second.
Okay.
Shall we do that? But for that again, I'll think about somehow, separating out or something like that. So don't worry. You go ahead, but I'm not around. Is that okay? You guys can carry on?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uma?
Yes,
Everybody?
yes, fine. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Take care then.
So which is the next problem then? Actually, I'm looking from the 14, right?
Yeah.
You can see here. 14. Method to accept list of string and return another list that contains only in odd positions.
Okay.
Anyway,
So what we will do? List of strings. Okay. What we will do? Take create several strings in an array of strings. Okay. It is telling take a bunch of so it will be an array of strings. Okay. Each string, you do that same logic that Venkat said last time, that is split or reverse or something, split and opposite and all those things. Okay, what's a string? A, B, C, D, like I'm going to mark it is a string. Okay, take that in each of the arrays, each of the cells, each cell of the array will have something like a full sentence. Okay, you split and then do a for loop on the opposite. Okay, start writing. We will try to put our brains together.
Uma was saying something. Uma, what
Yeah,
was your thing?
No, actually I have a general question, like how do you, when you see a question, you just jump into coding, or you will just think about the steps first?
You should think about the steps first, but for in my case, what's happening is, since I know these things a little bit, that's why I'm jumping in faster. But
Okay.
these things that you are saying, that's most natural.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Right.
Shovan,
Yeah.
what
Array
was
yeah, I was suggesting first open up an array of strings.
Okay.
what do you want to call it as? So,
Can we create an array for, if we are creating an array list, right? I mean, for 10, right? Maybe
No,
for
array of
10
strings
elements?
though. This is an array of strings.
Yeah, how
okay,
much will
okay,
it hold?
okay, I got it. Okay.
Hang on, how to code an array of strings? Now we have to see an example. That's where I'm a little, that's where I forget
Yeah, I
things.
think within brackets you have to say 10, yeah. New string, string A is equal to new string.
Yeah.
No, that 10 will be on the left side.
No, 10 is on the right side.
You're sure?
It's on the right side, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
On the right side.
Then the string will have some name A. Okay. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, right? I mean, I have to say.
You're right. I'm sorry. My memory betrayed me a little bit. Okay, and
We have to,
okay. Now, in each of the strings, like A1, you put a sentence. A1 equal to something.
can we create like this, or we'll just put strings and within curly bracket we'll add all the names, like?
No. Each is remember that each one is a string. So A1, you don't have to add actually. Try A1 equal to a sentence and see, it'll be easier for you.
No, A1 is not going to get. A1 is not defined anywhere. You have to do A dot add.
I mean A1 means A square bracket 1. Can't you use A square bracket 1?
No.
Oh, yeah.
A square bracket 1. Oh yeah, A
Yeah,
square.
that's the index of 1. Yeah, remember that's 1.
It's going to start from 0. It's going to start from
0, okay, 0, yeah.
It always has to start from 0.
Yeah, try this. If it works, fine. Otherwise, you have to do add. Now put I'm going to market.
I think it will work.
Yeah, it works. So it has to be a string.
Yeah, within string we can put numbers, I think, right? So that when we print out, it will be
You
easy
can do
for
that.
us.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, as long as you have the inverted quotes, you can put anything inside that. That is what the
One,
concept
two,
is.
no, we'll just put 1.
That's fine. See, read the question. Number 14, right? It says a method to accept a list of strings and return another list that contains only number 14. Huh?
Yeah, only not position, right? So we need to, when we print out, we need to
Okay, this is what we
easily
need.
find out that we have printed out the odd. So I
But-
thought.
But I thought the one we are doing the one with reverse.
No, not the reverse.
Oh,
We are doing
okay, number 14. Okay. I misread the problem. Write a method to accept
So when
strings
we create
and
string, we'll just see.
return another list that contains. Sorry, you all keep doing. I'm just reading for myself. Sorry about that.
You know what you can do? See, basically we have like, say suppose we have like array of six array, okay? Index of array 6, okay? Now we can add 6 till the 6th array, we can add some string values to that.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm trying to say is when we add the string values, let it be clear so that when we print out, we'll be able to easily write. Like if we put 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, then I thought it will simplify. So
Yeah, the point is
put
now.
something that's clear within the strings. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean the point is, yeah, we can put anything into the string now.
Yeah. That I got it. Yeah, that I got it.
So now as per the logic, the code, I mean as per the program, what it needs is like now we have like array of 6, right? So what are the odd positions? The odd position starts from 1, 3 and 5, okay? Now the output of the program should be in such a way that it has to print from the index of 1, 3 and 5 only. That is the output of the program.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have. It says return another list. Wait. It's not the array. It says the list. It's Did you read the question properly? It says accept the list of strings. It's not the array of strings. Why are you taking the array? Read the question properly, guys. It's list of strings.
Better to accept list of strings and return.
Yeah. And return another list that contains only odd positions. Okay, see.
See, that's
The
what I
point-
thought. First, when let's read the question, then divide. Let's put few points
Yeah.
how to work on it, and then maybe after that we can start working.
The point here is you have to have a list of string called A as one value, which has 6 values into that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it will have a normal sys out, which shows that what are the values inside A.
Inside. Yeah.
Inside A.
Okay,
Okay.
Venkat, that part is well understood. It has to be a list, fine, understood. But only thing is, we have to make a method out of it. The question
Yeah.
says
We are just
that,
writing down the requirements, like how.
okay, then why don't we write a class and the method right away? Write a class.
No. The point was we're just trying to clarify. We're just trying to clarify what exactly the output has to, rather than getting just confused.
That's what you said clearly. That the output will be the odd numbered ones. That means string 1, string 3, string 5, string 7, all those things. And it's basically a fun of the for loop actually. It's the for loop which will do that. So more or less the problem is well understood. Only thing is it has to be a list instead of strings. Yeah.
Exactly. This has to go this way.
Correct. Actually, I did not read that carefully. It was my mistake.
Yeah, that's what.
And I was talking too much as usual. Make it array list actually, as because it says array. Subclass, sub what? Implementation. Array list is the implementation of list. I'm just memorizing for myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? One more thing, like on JDK 1.7, see with the array list, you added string in that bracket, right, as a generic. Like, okay, if you remove the string, even though it would work. If you remove the string word, if you remove in that word string on the second one,
it'll work, but it'll not localize yourself. It'll not localize you to string. It'll make it to general.
No. With the list you add string. On the first one you add string. See, it gives like this flexibility. List, I'm writing it down now.
But we have to have the string on the left side anyways, right? So, and then I think we also have to have a bracket after that.
You're right. See, I send you in that chat. If you write this way, it would work too.
Yeah, Ketan is right.
Yeah. If you write even this way, it would work too, because it's a functionality they added in the generic 1.7.
Yeah, and you can make string and then you can use that one in fact.
In that way, you don't have to every time when you are even with the map, when you are passing objects and integers like things together, then you don't have to declare all the time at the second one. You can work like that.
That's well taken. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Just the functionality, that's all.
Yeah.
You can guys add.
Yeah, it's always better to use the most recent ones. That's true.
Yeah. So guys, so what we can do is like in the for loop.
Now we need a dot add. Now we cannot use, since we changed the list, you cannot use this. You have to do a dot add, and then you can add the string.
A dot add bracket
Yeah.
and
Use add method.
Like this. A dot.
In the chat window, right? Yeah.
No, you need to do a dot add. You have to really populate the strings first. For will not help you at this stage. You have to first populate. How?
Even the for loop.
You have to first populate them. You have to first populate them with different values.
I was just thinking, if we can populate all the all, I mean, say suppose value, there are like 6 of them at one stretch.
Yeah, but then you'll have to put one single value every time. But in order to make it a little more, different values at different places, you have to really populate individually.
Right. I mean, if it's the same value, I can populate it probably,
Correct.
right?
You're not doing that, right? You're basically trying to do something.
Yep. Okay.
What is it? R0? Okay.
No, it's a different
No, it's just a typo.
Okay.
So,
hello world. Put hello world.
We can put as hi, how are you doing?
Huh? Hi, how are you? Okay.
Hi, how are you? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. ONE, that's a much more clear thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We know how many we are putting it actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Copy them 6 times and then just change the
Same amount of
And
time.
then change the number.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm just typing only the numbers, only the strings I'm typing. Nothing else is popping up. Now you see this way. I'm getting the things.
Okay.
The time taking is just typing over here.
4, 5, yeah, 5. So you got the numbers, you got all the strings populated. Now you do a for loop and basically print only the odd numbered ones.
I should start from 1, you know?
1. Correct.
Yeah.
And I should be less than equal to.
I have to start from 0. No, I should be starting from 0.
From 1.
No, from 1 because he will add 2.
Okay.
He will add 2 from that on that.
No. By 1, see, I is equal to 1 means what is it referring to? The array list, it starts and index 0, right?
It starts from index 0, but he's going to start from the odd numbered 1.
Odd number 1 we have to print, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he will do 1, 3, 5, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The printing is 1, 3 and 5. We are not considering the 0 thing here.
You're right.
You're right. It's okay. So I is
Okay.
less than equal to 6 you put.
Less than 6. Yeah.
Less than 6 is also fine, yeah, because in this case we're using
And
knowledge.
I has to be I plus
Plus 2.
I plus 2.
Plus 2, yeah.
It's out.
No. Here it's not going to work like that. You have to do a dot add because you are not going to get it. And then you have to pass I in that.
Oh, got it, yeah.
Yes, and pass I in that. Yes, put down I there, and yep, there you go. And now you can print I. Then it would print the value from that.
What is this? I didn't get this.
If it is within quotes, then it will print as such, right? Or
The point is, I mean, he means to say that now it will print the numbers because I runs from 1, 3 and 5 right here.
That part is fine, but why do we have to do a dot add I?
Yeah,
That I didn't
the
get.
point is we can just show I itself. Ketan, I think we can show the I itself.
yeah, we can.
Yeah,
No, then it will print the number only. You try it will print the number only then. It's not going to print anything. It will just print the number now.
Yeah, list 1, 3 and 5.
List 1,
What
Okay,
is the name?
5. So
No.
you're updating the names, right?
yeah.
Okay.
See, what are we doing here? Are we?
Do one thing. No.
are we
Do
printing
one thing at the end. A dot I.
Are we
A dot I.
printing
In
the
your
element
system house, you can do A
numbers
dot I.
or we are printing the one based on the values that's stored in that element? I'm not clear about that first.
No, we are trying to print what is stored in this element. I think that is also a point we need to think. We are considering we have to get the values, or just this string, like what exactly is working on.
Can you
Exactly.
please go back to question? Can you just go?
There is another list that contains only in odd positions. Okay, we have to consider one more list.
Oh yeah. You have to create another list of the odd indexes, right?
Yes. We cannot use the for loop here, right? Or
We cannot use the for loop.
For loop it will be.
So here, what we'll do is,
You're
say
right.
suppose this is list 1, okay?
Okay.
Now-
Okay. I'll tell you something. You do a while loop and do a has next. For loop will also work. Another alternative is to do a while loop and do a has next and keep printing them. Let me look up my old notes a little bit. Okay, yes. See, over here, you have to do get A.
No, get A will be used only in map, right?
No,
Not
over here.
parallel.
See, when you are doing a dot,
Get and put is used in hash map. In array list, can we use that?
hang on a second, I'll tell you. In array list, you do that in array list.
Okay.
You do array list. You have to do get verb
Yeah,
over
just
there.
refactor it.
Oh
rotate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
a dot get. Hang on a second. I'm also forgetting. Oh my god. My gosh, rather.
Now what it happens is it will print what the 6 values are.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Now,
and 3.
okay. We are good until
Now-
now. Okay. Now we
Yeah,
need
good
to.
until now. Yeah. Now we have to create a list, separate list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you already did A over there. I mean, instead of A, you just put list 1. That's all.
No, Shoban,
No.
just wait.
Shovan,
Just wait.
Shovan,
Let me finish and then we can discuss.
Okay.
Go ahead, Antenna.
Yeah.
You are about to say something. Yeah.
Yeah, let Rohit finish it because this one is, I think, what's going to be
Okay.
what we are going to do.
Yeah. Let's do and then.
Now
Ah,
Now we'll loop through the previous list and then add those values in list 2.
exactly. I mean, we have to add list2 dot add of list1. Got it?
Yeah. But
Right.
we have to go through, we have to loop through the previous list and then review those odd indexes and create another list.
I don't see why you have to do that though. You do it,
Okay.
I mean, see the thing is this, that if you can loop through once, see only thing that we are missing over here is the verb to get it. List 1 dot get something it will be. Okay, that's what I cannot figure out. 1 second, let me look through my old programs.
All right.
You know, guys, there can be one thing that, you know,
use for enhanced loop here. We have to read
No.
through each.
no. Yeah, that's right. Uma, yeah, that's right. We can use actually that way also. You know what? List of,
String. There.
okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, it should,
Fine.
yeah, instead of list, it should be string, right? Otherwise, it will show error.
I mean, the type should be string, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we will
Want to call
iterate
it-
over list 1.
No, it's the other
Yeah.
way, Rohit. I think it's the.
No,
list
that's
one.
right,
Yeah,
Uma.
yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah,
Got it?
yeah.
Yeah, this is fine, this works. But the
But
problem
the
that you will
point
have
is-
is at the
But
time
here
of
it will
getting,
print all the elements, right?
Exactly.
No?
It will imprint all the elements. Now,
Yeah.
maybe here we can have a for loop.
yeah, but then what are you gaining by putting one into the other one?
I think Shovan,
Mm-hmm.
just a list dot get will get it actually.
List.get. So that's the main point over here. It's the get verb that's important. You don't need to do another one list2. You don't need that list2. It's not giving you anything. Okay, since you, okay, I see. So do one thing. In the for loop, keep an index I, int equal to I. And on
That's it,
that
yeah.
index, you put a check if it is an even number or an odd number.
And give that,
No, that's inside.
To the
No,
get.
not there.
yeah.
Not there.
Oh,
In
yeah.
the for loop,
Yeah.
do int I. No, not for. It's int I. See, you put the int I outside. Int I equal to 0 outside.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
So int I equal to 0 outside. Remove that for loop. Remove that entire for loop.
Entire line, right?
Okay. Now, no. Now come into the for loop that you have over there. Okay. Over there you put int equal to check. Each time you're going to check. Each time you do int equal to int plus I. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. If I is an odd number, that means if I is
No, wait. We are not running any for loop. How can you even check it, Shravan?
You're going to add that. See, you're running a for loop. See, what is going to happen is this string final. I think its string final is going to loop through the list.
That's right. But the point is here, you're not indexing in the point of I equal
That's
to
why you're
0
going to
here.
generate some numbers. You've got the int I outside. You're going to add 1 to the I each time, and it'll give you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And you're going to only print at the time of when it is an odd number.
That's right. I got your point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no, but that's right. But the point here is just iterating. It's not iterating based on the indexes. That is my point
You're
of
going
view.
to generate the indexes. You're going to generate the indexes artificially inside. You see? If I is
There no
odd,
method for having the index of the list.
then how are you going to grab the odd ones? You have to really have some means of getting to the odd ones. How would you have that? And moreover, if I remember correctly, list may not help you because array list will help you. Yeah, array list is fine. But you have to really have some way of indexing it. This is fine. This for loop is a very elegant for loop. But what I'm saying is this, in order to get to the odd numbered ones, you have to keep track of the number. So if I divided by 2, remainder of I divided by 2 is 0, then it is divisible by 2. Don't take those ones.
Yeah, I percentage 2.
Oh, yeah, I percentage to that one. Yeah, that remember that's correct.
A simple
That's the
for
formula.
loop, John, like what you're saying, simple for loop, and you can get it. Just when you're printing it out, just do the list dot add.
But you all didn't go that way. That's also fine. I was suggesting that. But since you want to do the enhanced for loop,
idea,
that
right?
also can be done.
Yeah, but that's getting a lengthy process. That's what now you see.
I have no problem with that. Yeah, do this way. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But you all didn't go that way. I was suggesting that only.
Yeah.
6.
Or you can put array.length
Yeah.
Array.length, yeah. That's fine.
instead of 6.
Yeah, that's even better.
Then add.
Remove that. I was suggesting this one in the beginning.
Yeah, list dot get.
You don't need that list dot 2. List 2 is gone.
We have to return it in the form of
Where is list 2? There is no list 2 here, list 1. You are typing list 2, but you are...
Okay. Let me...
But what do you need list 2 for? You
Because
already got...
output. You don't know the output is another list. See, read the question.
Okay. See,
Oh, then you can do an add. Okay.
Okay.
You just uncomment the one you created.
Okay.
You have already
You
created.
already have it, right? Just
Two.
Okay.
We need
Okay,
the
I
list
see.
and another list.
I see.
Guys.
Roy,
That's the point.
yeah, he's almost done, Antenna. That's okay.
Semicolon. Okay, that's fine.
add.
But within quotes I?
Can someone mute the phone, please? Someone's
sorry,
phone is ringing.
It's my phone which was ringing. I'm sorry about that. I had forgotten. Sorry about that.
here it's printing out
Only the
the
sys out.
output from the for loop, right? 135, from where is it getting? It's from the for loop. Is it getting from the array list?
It's getting from the for
there.
loop only.
Yeah.
But point is, he's not addressed the issue of initializing list 2 with list 1. He's not done that. And moreover, I is not giving anything.
I is equal to 1, I is
Somewhere
less.
we have to connect that list 1 with this list 2, right?
Yeah, he's not done that.
Here. Mm,
Achha, guys, I have to drop off a little bit. I've got another thing to do. So I might come back later on. Okay?
All right, sure.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
If possible, join today. Otherwise, are we going to meet tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow we are not meeting. We are meeting
We had a
on
collaborative
Tuesday.
session, right?
for collaborative.
Yeah, for the collaborative session.
Yeah, but tomorrow I can't because I'm basically traveling right now. I won't be able to meet before Monday, before Tuesday. And moreover, I've got a lot of other things to do. Can't do it every day.
That's fine. I mean, if you can make it, that's fine. That's okay.
But if you do meet tomorrow, what time are you meeting?
6:30 years.
6:30.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, see,
List one dot length. Right? List one length. List one dot. List one dot.
Oh.
Dot. Index. You see, there is a method. That's what I mean. There is a method called index of.
Oh, yeah.
So once you loop through it and then you assign those odd
Okay.
index objects to the list 2.
Okay.
Maybe we can try it that way.
I mean, it doesn't, it gets a last index only, but I mean, you know what, maybe,
Can we try this one? The shaker has sent something. List 2 is equal to list 1 dot I.
list 2 is equal to list 1 dot add of I. Okay.
Yeah. Can I
We
try
can
it?
try different methods.
Can I
yeah.
try? Right. Would you please give me the control?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Just let me give
Yeah,
you the
we'll try the possible methods, all the possible methods, so that we'll be
Yeah,
familiar
yeah,
with
yeah.
all those steps. Yeah.
I can give you this, but the point is I can't give you the mouse control. That is what I'm looking for.
All right, no problem. There is option. I think it could be in the option.
The option is disabled actually. Give mouse and keyboard. It's disabled actually.
Oh, okay. Then.
Can you guys see this?
See, you can, Antenna, I think you can ask for, you can request.
For permission?
Yeah, permissions. Try that if you can.
Okay, let me try.
I gave present. Oh no, I can't.
No, if you give the presenter, then the screen will be changed, right? Or?
Yeah. I have to give you the organizer.
Asking is for sharing my screen. It's not
Sorry?
for. The permission is for sharing my screen, not.
Yeah. I mean, I have to make you organizer. That is what I'm looking for.
Okay, you have to give me a role of organizer. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, Antenna. Basically, you can do this. I mean, you see this option, but problem is the presenter will be transferred to you. That's the point.
Yeah.
You see this here, request keyboard and mouse controls.
Yeah.
I think it would be difficult. I think this is difficult now.
No.
Probably can just
You
tell
just
me.
make me a presenter, I think.
But presenter will be sharing your screen. I mean, the
Yeah,
video
yeah,
won't.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's fine.
make
We
me
will
or
work
the
on this
organizer.
and come back and add those. That's fine.
Sorry.
We can work on his screen and then we can just
Yeah.
or just.
Okay, let's do all this way.
Yeah, it's you are the presenter now, Antenna.
But I didn't create
No, just type in whatever you feel like in the.
Okay, maybe.
No, the point there is no.
He has to create everything again. Or you can
Or what do you think? Shall
send
I?
it in the chat window.
Oh yeah, you can send me that one. Or I can simply, create here.
Guys, there is one idea popped up in my mind now. The point is, why are we? The point is initially why are we iterate? Why are we doing a for loop on the list 2? We have to do a for loop on the list 1,
List
get
one,
the odd
yeah.
numbers, and
Yeah.
add it to list 2. That's a simple one, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have already a list to one, right?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the point now.
And then we loop through an odd numbers, and then we add those odd indexes of list one.
Add indexes to the list 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
That's
I
the
was
point.
thinking.
Yeah.
Or you can try then, or
Yeah.
yeah, just go
But
take the control, please.
Yeah.
What you are going to do now is just have a normal for loop, and then
Yeah.
you add the index of the odd numbers, the odd numbers to the new list.
Oh, I lost Venkat's screen actually.
Oh,
Okay,
got it?
that's Venkat here is a new presenter now, not me.
Yeah, I mean, we lost his screen. He has to accept it, probably.
I think he has to give you an
He has to accept it from there.
yeah.
At least I think we got an idea. Maybe we'll work on that, guys. What say? I mean, we can mail that we lost his screen, and then probably we can work on
we can-
ourselves.
Yeah, if we have time, yeah, we can, one of us can be the presenter and
Yeah,
finish one at least.
yep. That also we can do. Antenna, so you can type fast, right?
Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
Yeah, okay. I'm giving you all the controls then.
Okay.
Since we have already list 2, we can sort out. I mean, we can get the indexes, odd indexes, 1, 3, and
Exactly.
5, and just add it to list. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing we can do.
What was the name of the class? Just can I call it assignment?
Just call it whatever. I mean,
No,
yeah.
just assignment instead of, okay, it's fine.
That's fine. Whatever, we can rename it later.
It's
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
or you can change.
Yeah. We can rename it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Anyways.
So here the concept is first we need to do a for loop for list 1 and
Look
from
for
there
list
we have
1.
to read the odd ones. Okay.
Yeah, we can just we can get the output there list, and that list we have to add to list 2. That's it.
New array list. Rohit, would you be able to join tomorrow or you'll be busy at work?
I have to see tomorrow. Depends on my work because I'm working on Agile. So I have my task every day to finish and commit to repository. I'm working
Okay.
Agile model. So every day we have every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks we have a release for a phase.
Okay.
We have stand-up meeting every day. We have to like do the task. I'll see if I can join.
Okay. Roy, you are currently doing Java or?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm a Java developer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm working at Flagstar Bank here in Troy.
All right, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
So Venkat worked earlier there itself only. So I know kind of, I know who his colleagues. Yeah.
Oh.
So you have the sprint release every 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
that will make you busy, right?
Yeah, that makes the job easy. But then initially, when you are in the learning ages, that time when you want to code, that's a really tough job, you know. So
I know.
yeah, so at least I need to, because I have everyday daily stand-ups morning at 8:30. So at least I need to finish the previous day's task and give them a report. That's a whole story there. So I have to somehow finish it.
What would you do in a day, Rohit? Like, I'll ask you later. Maybe we'll finish this.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting for me too. I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
So
we'll finish this and then we'll discuss about it.
Yeah. You take assignments, and then what do you do then?
Yeah, actually, I have like few tasks which is tagged to my name. Say suppose there are like 10 tasks, okay? So the team consists of like 3 developers, okay? So the 3 developers are assigned three tasks per head, okay? So that 3 tasks assigned to you has to be complete in that sprint duration of 2 weeks. Every sprint runs for 2 weeks minimum. So in that 2 weeks, your development is done, your coding, your testing, your integration, your regression testing, your white box testing, everything is testing has to be done completely by the end of the 14th day. Your code has to be showcased to the client, or it has to be there in the release of the project actually. So basically how Agile helps us is like every day when you do this, like your complete project, like what you do in waterfall is like maybe you will take 1 month or 2 months to complete the whole project. You are not able to track your status, and you keep on pending items, and that like delays your whole project schedule actually.
Yeah.
But in sprint, your project is divided into phases, like 10, like a project is meant for a 1 year. So in the 1 year, your project is divided into 10 phases.
Yeah.
So these 10 phases are divided in there for the task. We will be analyzing that for this phase. Say suppose we are creating a list right now, right? For this phase, we'll analyze it. What is the task? What we have to do in this to create a list? What we'll do? That work is assigned to different team members. Like 3 team members have been assigned that work. Now this team member will have independent works. I won't be dependent on you. You won't be dependent on me. So we have our individual tasks. So we have to like work on this 3 individual tasks. Then after we are done with once we are done with independent tasks, we'll give it for testing purposes. We will have this testing URL specifically for the testing purposes. So whatever you have done in the development stage, you will be testing it through the testing URLs. And in that point of time, you will be even doing this unit testing and all, like JUnits and all. You might have heard of that, unit testing. So JUnit testing was also done. The fact being why JUnit testing is done, that basically when you write a developer code, the developer has to make sure that from his hand, the methods, whatever he wrote, are perfectly working.
Yeah.
So unit testing are done like considering a positive scenario or negative scenario. Say suppose for this list of strings, what if you pass a int data type, right? It has to throw you error.
Yeah.
And what if you pass a string data type? It has to successfully go through, right? So these kind of testing is done. Unit testing is done by the developer, and to make sure that your method, what you wrote, is completely working A to Z perfectly fine. And then like you will commit your code. Your QA testers will test your code, and then they will log the bugs into, there are like websites called Bugzilla and all. So there, or quality center, HP quality center, they will log your defects, and they will assign it to your name, like basically who develops the code, like what you develop, what I develop. We will be assigned the code specific. So it will be our mail will trigger us like these defect numbers are there. This defect number has been assigned to you. So basically you go and check your code. What is the error? They will write the error issue also. What is the reason for this error? Like they will say that this is passing a list data type, int data type. So you have to check for that. If that case is not covered, so you have to make sure that the case is covered again. You have to make sure we have to verify your code. You have to let them know that this does not pass to the list int data type, and then you have to make the necessary corrections, and then again you have to commit the code. So basically, daily stand-ups are meant for like today, whatever task we have done, like every day we are allocating some hours for this task. Like we'll, for this list completion, for this code to write, we'll allocate like 8 hours of burn down, like 8 hours of time allocation for this now, 8 hours. So within this 8 hours, you have to complete this code because you have estimated that 8 hours that you will be completing this code. Okay, if you are not able to complete this within 8 hours, you have to tell them a reason why you are not able to complete this code within 8 hours. You have to let them know if there are any big issues popping up. You have to let them know, because if you let them know, our leads will like look into that if there's really a big issue, and they will help us out, or maybe they'll try to resolve the issue and they will ask us to continue the code. So basically, daily stand-ups are meant for that only. What you do is
okay. So it is the lead who is going to assign the tasks, and he's the one if things are, I mean, if there are some problems which have to be scaled up, it's going to the lead.
Yeah, he is the Scrum Master. Actually, we call him Scrum Master, the lead or someone.
Yeah, the Scrum Master is not technically, he doesn't know about techniques, right? He's just, managing about the agile, how the development, about the methodology and all that.
The planning when you use into agile.
My question, right? My question is, who is going to assign the task? You said if it is the delivery, I mean the Scrum Master who is going to assign. But what about if there are situations where you need to scale it up?
Scale it up means issues. I mean, any issues, scale it up.
Yeah, any issues like sometimes you couldn't solve it. Let's say you couldn't solve it. So how do you?
Scrum Master basically is a tech lead only. Generally, he is assigned as he is a Scrum Master.
But he is technically a leader.
Yeah, he is almost a tech leader. Team leader? Sorry, team leader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the team leader will be almost a Scrum Master, because every technical issue he has to look into, right? He is the ultimate guy whom you have to reach.
Responsible.
For suppose if he is not able to resolve the issue, he may go to another architects or maybe another leads to get it solved, right?
Yes.
So basically, it's a team lead. Team lead can be a architect. Can be a Scrum Master.
So team lead will have the technical knowledge too, right? So you can
he is a technical lead, right? He is a technical team lead. He takes all this development code, like A to Z, whatever development is going on in this Scrum. He has to know what it has to done, what it has to be done, where the testing has to be done, what testing it has to be done. He will make sure of everything is working good or not.
Okay.
What kind of code will you run? Like,
what kind of code means?
Simple, or it's based on?
It's based.
Your situation is that the way? Your situation.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Say for suppose you are doing a balance transfer in your bank, right? Checking to savings account, right?
Okay.
So you will have in the front end we are clicking a button checking to savings, right? We are just performing that, right?
Yeah.
But in the back end, you don't know like so much of things go on, because basically I'm working on that only. Because in the back end, you will have a JSP and HTML file for the front end view. Okay. Second would be your methods. Like you will have different methods to go from checking to savings account. If you want to do a balance transfer, think of the conditions, how many states you have to consider, right? You have to have a balance. What if your balance is low? What if your balance is more? What if you have to catch your exceptions, right? If your balance is low, show an output to the user that this is the reason you are not able to transfer your balance. Okay. Suppose if your site goes down, that is what Venkat told. When you have to show your exceptions, customized exceptions showing that your site is slow, right? You can't basically show a stack trace to the client, right? Suppose if you're using the bank checking transfer thing, I can't show a stack trace to the customer, right? I have to show a customized exception showing that maybe the site is down for maintenance, maybe this page has an issue, please come back after some time, and please contact the customer care. So these kind of things, validations you perform. Apart from that, again you have to hit the web service calls. Everything has a web service related backend calls. So I have to hit the web service, I have to fetch the values, and that in turn will cause the DB database is again connected at your backend. So web service will perform the transaction.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah. Keep on,
You guys
Roy.
are there?
Yeah.
So
he started
you
a
will
new interesting concept. Please keep.
Hello?
So you will get your
Okay.
you will get your DB stuff, and then through the DB again if your product is in the form of model view controller, you will have your getters and setters as a model point of thing. Your view will be the JSP files. Your controller will be the one who is performing this task. This task in the sense like taking the money, taking the request, exactly taking the request. When you hit a click button on the checking, when you hit a button on the transfer, this hit goes to the controller basically. This controller will perform the actions really.
You use Spring or other technologies like Hibernate in your company?
I'm right now working on Structs right now. So my Structs is working on, has a Spring integration framework into that. So I have this Spring MVC XML files, which is my for the database connections. We are using this Spring integration stuff, and apart from that, we will have a REST calls. I mean a REST and SOAP web service calls, which hits the third-party services and will get your transfer initiated. And for this, we will have a defined templates, because everywhere you can't define a class basically. Like, I mean, a simple class you can define in a simple class. Like if you want to define a method, you define in a simple class. But basically to make your code more complex, because you're doing a high level of coding and a high performance, you need to see your performance optimization. We use something called template. Template is like a ready-made pattern, which is like wherein you define your exclusive methods, like call for the database connections. We define a template like JDBC templates. You can read it on the online. Actually, template.
So what at this point in time, what specifically what task did you do this week? Like
actually this week, I was working on a single sign-on token authorization. Actually, you might have heard of single sign-on, right? Security thing into right.
Okay.
So I was working on the single sign-on. What it does is I had to integrate a page, basically my loan details page. Actually, I'm working on retrieving the loan details for a customer actually. Okay.
So guys, I have a quick question to ask you all. Are we still working on that homework or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I've already finished it, and if you want, I can share with you guys. And I've done in a nice way, actually, the way Venkat did it. I used his programs for doing that. Hello?
We have
method.
Okay, do one thing.
This and then
Okay, do one thing. See, for the line that he has written, after that line, do one thing. Do that. You wanted to have another string, right? Another list, right? So before the for loop, do a list string names. I mean list 2. Before that, you do that. Before the for loop, do a list string list 2.
Now,
no, before the for loop, you need that before the for loop, because you have to really insert. Yeah, over there, do that as you did before. List 2, you create that.
Yeah, this is what we thought of Shoban.
Before, I know that. I'm just telling you that was that you had to do, but it's not inside the for loop, obviously, because you have to really create it beforehand and then semicolon. Okay, now in the for loop, you go from, instead of going from I to 6, as you said, go from list 1 to list 1, go from 0 to, in the for loop in the top, in the first line, go from 0 to list 1 dot size. We were thinking it should be list 1 dot length. Instead of that, it will be list 1 dot size. That's the better verb. Size.
I mean, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, you meant okay. I mean, I'm just saying. I know that we are all more or less on the same page. Now, what you do is, now do list 2 dot add within bracket list 1 No, list1 dot get I. So that's it.
That's what I'm trying. It's not working.
Yeah. But in the, no, I put I. Yeah, it will work. Semicolon. It will work. It worked for me. So it should. Yeah. See, it's working. Okay. Now you do one thing. Do a little more elegant thing. Now finish this. Now that's finished. Now open a for loop with the thing that you were saying before, like string x. Yeah. Final. Yeah. Good. That's what I'm saying. I just wrote it up on my own, you know. And then open bracket, close bracket, and then just loop through that list too.
But this really is shown, this get method will really get that thing, I mean...
Do it, you will see it. I did it myself, and I'm just getting back to you on
Yeah, I mean...
It will work.
It's getting this particular index from the list one, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the thing, that was the crux of the problem. That's what we were missing.
So it checks on that particular index and then it adds, I think. Let's discuss.
Yeah, there's no speculation here. I've run it myself. It's in front of me, and I know it works. And you do it, it will work for you too.
Come on, yeah, thank you.
No, we were basically missing this line of code. That was the whole.
That's why I went.
Yes, this was our intention. You remember, Rocky? That was why.
Yeah. We stopped there on the antenna. That was the whole.
Plus.
Yeah, I always forget this thing.
Remove that colon. Yeah. Final. That's it. Final. Nil. Yeah. You know, it's okay. Not dot. No dot. Because you've already grabbed it in a string verb. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a string, right?
Yeah.
But the point is,
why are you getting semicolon? Why are you getting that? 1 second.
No, the point is you have to get a list final. You can't put a list to a string again, right? Data type.
No, you're not doing that. You're doing You're looping through. See, you're looping through that list too. Yeah, because final is a reserved word. Final is a keyword. That's why it was given.
That's right.
Yeah.
Change the name. Remove the L. Single L.
Single L. Yeah, that's it. Now run it. It will just. I bet my whatever you tell me to bet on it. My fortune.
But the point is, are you getting in the form of list format, so on?
Yeah. You're just looping through it now. I mean, if you want, I can just send the code to you directly, or you can see my screen. For that matter, I can share my screen with you.
You see, return the element at the specified position in the list. That's what list.get. Right?
Exactly. We are missing this point out. This keyword.
This is what I was telling you earlier. Anyway.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Somebody said the word get. Actually, I was also saying some kind of a get has to be done.
I was thinking index of. On that particular list. Anyways.
I have a question here. So it says for int I is equal to 0, I is less than list1.size, right? Can we also give list1.length there?
No, there is no such this thing.
That's
There's
for
no such method.
No, actually,
what does it do here?
Okay, let Uma ask a question because Uma is asking a question.
Yeah. Let someone coordinate this thing because...
Yeah, I'm coordinating. Yes. What is Uma's question?
Just wait for Uma and let's Uma speak.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, I understand I is equal to 0, I is less than list1.size means when you say list1.size, it will read the... What will it do at that?
Yeah, I'll tell you that. See, the list one is basically an array list, right? Mm-hmm. It's got a certain size or length or whatever it is in terms of the number of guys that you have put in over there. That means 6. Mm-hmm. Okay, now you could try to get it with what you are saying, list1.length, but there is no such method, list1.length. List1.size is the right method. And that's why I put over there. How do you get it? You go over there, list1 dot, then control space bar, and it will give you the list of guys that are available at that point. So I looked through it and I just guessed that size would be the good one, and I selected size, and it works. It gives you, so basically it returns you 6. In this case you know it is 6, but if you did not know, the better thing is to use its own methods to pull out its actual size of the array.
Instead
go
of
through that.
I'll tell you
instead
one
of
thing.
hard coding it.
I will
Umar,
tell you
does that
one.
answer your question?
Yes, 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 you did.
Now,
Umar,
So, yeah.
one more point. One more point. When you use array, then you use dot length. Okay, keep this point. Keep this point in view.
Okay.
When you have array, then dot length can be used. That is what you were asking.
Okay.
When you do this list, you have to use a dot size. But when you use array, dot length will help. That's the point.
Okay, got it.
Then we can use.
And the best thing to do is, see, when you are writing it, at that time, after writing the dot, you put a control space bar, and it will just show you the list of available methods.
Yeah.
And by reading them, you can find out which is good for you.
Can we
Yeah,
continue?
from just it's working,
And in the
guys.
second line, you are saying list2 dot add.
Where? Here?
Yeah, the second one, list2 dot add list1
You
get
see,
hypo.
yeah.
We are getting
Here-
only the odd number.
Odd numbered indexes, odd indexes.
List
I
two
displayed
dot
both.
add.
I
Let me
displayed
explain.
first the odd numbers and then I displayed after moving to the list. So that way,
Okay.
Yeah. First, it will get the object for this index from list one, and then it will add it to list two.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. So can we continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see
What was
if
the
I have
next
enough
question?
time. What's the next question?
It's question 15,
Guys,
right?
I'll be leaving. I got some work. I'll be leaving. Probably I'll join you guys later then. I got some work. I
Okay.
need to leave.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
let's at least discuss
Thank
about
you
it.
very much for
Okay,
question
sharing
number,
your
do you
experience.
have that with you?
Yeah, sure, Antenna. You
Number
can ask me
15.
later, like whatever you want.
I'll tell you how
You
to
can
do
ask
that.
me later.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later probably, and we'll discuss in private.
Yeah,
Okay. But
Thank
then
you.
let's
I'll
at
fix
least,
my phone number. If you want, you can call me. I'll just
Okay.
explain you on the phone also. That's fine.
All right, please
what I
send me your
suggest to
phone
do is,
number.
what I suggest to do is try to find out
Roy,
something,
thank you,
some
Roy.
word called reverse.
I'll call you.
I have put in the chat box.
Yeah, I
Rohit
got it.
number?
I got it.
Once again, hang on a second. Please don't remove that. I'm going to copy that. Rohit 312 515 312 513 3673. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good
Rohit.
one.
That's fine.
So let's continue with question number 15, right?
Yeah.
Right.
what I
Yeah,
suggest
you
is-
continue. I'll just
Hmm.
talk to you later.
See,
See
what
ya.
I suggest
Have a
is,
good day. Bye.
yeah, what I suggest is,
yeah.
write a method to test whether, but they are saying that it has to be a method. We are not doing that. We are just doing it in the main. Okay, write a method to test whether a given string means, let's say string equal to
Shovan.
Mali, Shovan or something. Okay, string equal to Shovan, you do that, and then try to do string dot and see all the available methods. There should be a method called reverse. Okay, there should be. If not, then we will go to the higher next level. Let's attempt with that. And then if there is reverse, then what you do is that string one dot equals within bracket the reverse string. You put s2 equal to reverse, s2 equal to s1 dot reverse. You put like that. Then you do s1 equals within bracket s2. You see what I mean? Hello?
Yeah. Shovan, I'm following you.
You're following me. So that's what should be the broad outline of it, I think. So why not somebody start coding?
Okay, let somebody take the control then.
Okay.
Shovan, can you do that?
I really don't. I hate to type because what I'll do is basically I'll.
Okay, I can take them. No problem. If there is no anyone.
But
volunteer-
remember these things that we are really not making methods out of them. These are just being done in the main. We have to
So
really
we
make a
have to
method.
create one more class and then we'll have a method there
Okay.
and then we'll
Okay.
call it in the main method here.
Okay, for now let's do it in the main, okay, and then later on we will convert it into program. Okay, let's create another program then. Or do you want to do it right on this one itself?
What do you think? It's all the same, right?
Do comment them out.
Okay, what about if we create another class and then
That's fine. That's even better. That's what I
So
suggested.
we can also exercise it.
Yeah. Class 2. Palindrome. Yeah.
Uma, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Palindrome. What is the method?
Can we just type the question on top so that we can?
Up to you, of course. If you have time. I don't have much time. I have to rush. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just copy paste from the question number 15. Just copy paste.
Control C, Control E.
No, I'm not seeing any
Number
reverse.
15, yeah.
I'm not seeing any reverse.
Yeah, we will get there. Let's see.
Reverse or
Palindrome is reverse. It has to be read in both directions.
Okay. Now, now.
replay. Yeah.
With outline.
Okay. Now let's do PSVM.
No, PSV is not needed here.
Don't worry about that too much. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do PSVM. Public static void main.
Yeah, good answer.
We need the public static void here?
Yeah, of course.
Email.
Open bracket. That's it. Now, what I'm suggesting is string equal to, sorry, no. String S1 equal to.
So what we are going to do now is we are going to create a string and
String S1 equal to, just put something within quotes. You can just straight away initialize it. Hello world or something. Race car. Okay, semicolon. Now return, now do S1 dot space bar. Now look carefully.
no.
Nothing is there, right? Go up a little bit.
no, this is with R.
Okay. Then you have to do a lot more work.
Yeah, I think we have to write the code. Yeah.
You have to write the code.
That is
Okay, writing the code is
I already have.
okay.
First split it and put it in an array, and then
Put it in an array then.
I don't have to do
Hang on a second. Let me, you all do that. In the meantime, let me look for some, let me Google it a little bit, okay? You have to use all resources.
no. Let's discuss. Show one. I think
Yeah, you all discuss. I'm listening. I'm hearing.
the objective is discussing and trying to figure out and trying.
Yeah. But let me tell you one thing. You have to solve the problem, this problem. But that doesn't mean that you will not know the extra functions that are given. In the real world, you cannot really write code for everything. There are functions given in the Java. Let's see if there is anything.
I understand, but
Discuss. I'm discussing.
Whoever it is, you are all good at programming, right? So when you started initially, did you try everything on your own, or you follow some examples?
At that time, yes. By the way, let me tell you, Uma, that I started programming 30 years ago. That time, nothing was there. There was no Google, nothing. We had to really look from the manuals and do it. And that time, it was really on our own only. Every routine we had to write ourselves. But by and by, as I went along, of course, times changed and a lot of resources came up, internet came up and things, and then I also have been doing Java. A lot of resources are given. Don't even have to do everything yourself. But for the people who are doing for themselves, they should really try to do these things on their own. But for myself, I have done a lot of all these things, so it's not a new story for me.
Yeah, you're already there.
you are well experienced.
I'm not too much into Java, by the way. I've just done Java for MapReduce programming and Hadoop and all that. I'm not too much of a Java guy, but I know core Java well enough. But the point is this, that programming I've done for plenty of years.
Okay.
Okay, carry on. I'm just trying to see if there is any.
So you are currently now a developer, so you finished?
I did a lot of things actually. See, I was a database administrator for quite a lot of years, and then PLSQL programming, and then now I'm into Hadoop and big data architecture and development. In Hadoop, actually, it's architecture and development combined together. You do the architecting and you do the developing both.
Together, okay.
But most recently, I finished a project on data warehousing. Right now, I'm a little free, and that's why I'm going through. I'm basically not interested in the first part of the course. It's the second part where really lots of things come in. Second part means basically web technology and all these things, which Venkat will do.
JSP and all that, okay.
JSP, JSTL. Okay, carry on. I mean, I'm just listening.
You are a big data guy then.
I'm in the big data world, yes. Last couple of years, I'm in the big data world.
That's interesting. Anyways, okay. Thank you, Shovan. Let's continue. Venkat, I think.
Where can you go into this?
Yuri.
Uma, Yuri.
Yeah. Okay, let's think. So.
Yeah, let's.
I already have a solution. If you want, you can check on it if you like it. I got it from a book.
String builder.
Yeah, but Yuri, can you just let us know the steps to think through so that we try for a while and then we can use it?
First, but, you know, in a book they asking you to create a system input, you know, like system in, and then you can print a string, and after that the string is checked if it's palindrome or not, and we will return as true or false.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I suggested in the beginning. But you have to really have some way. Oh, so they have given function, palindrome function?
No, there's no palindrome function. You do like a do loop, while loop. What you do, you string.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Length, and there is like high. The first letter in your string is 0. It's at the end of 0.
Okay.
And then you compare high with low. If they
yeah. That's fine. But I was trying to avoid that much. But anyway, no problem.
No, because you know I have a book on a Java, so some of the examples kind of like look to. It's good to look at them. I know that you won't be able to you know. Sometimes when I look at those samples, I understand that I won't be able to do it by my own because it's kind of complicated, you know. But this one is kind of like good because it shows you how it's done.
Yuri, can you take the control? Because I believe in 10 minutes from now.
Okay.
Or somebody like Shovan.
Okay. Hang on. I'm telling you something. Use a verb called character at, char at. For the thing that whoever suggested from the book, use a verb called char at. Do a string, string, some name, whatever you have given, and then do a char at as the char at within braces some index number. It will take you to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, let me print it out. Int.
So what index are we going to take?
You can I or something. See, okay, you've got how many guys in that word? See, in the race car, you've got how many guys? See, you could do 7. Okay, so you will not exceed 7. So see what I'm saying is, I'm going to type it over here. The basic logic, I'm going to type it here. Where? I'm not getting that. Okay. This kind of thing. See over here? See, your string is, instead of foo, it is race car, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what you're doing is, you're doing a char, put some character value, and then the string is what? S1. S1.char at 0 gives you the character at 0. So you have to loop through an index with character. No. Shall I take the control for a second?
Sure. Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, Yuri.
I don't see that. Okay.
Yeah, you can. Did you take?
I don't see that yet.
No, Antenna, I think.
It is the organizer.
Give the keyboard and mouse to Shivan. Can you do that?
Let me do that. Yes.
Okay. So that is only showing my screen, but I'm not getting any control to type on that.
Now we can see you.
Yeah, you can see me, but what I'm saying is this,
Yeah, I
that
think
I
you
need
should
to
type.
be able to type.
Yeah, I think you need to type. Because Venkat is the organizer, right? So I think we cannot.
Oh, you cannot give me. Okay, no problem. Take it back then. Then I'm gonna just keep typing it on that sidebar, on that chat area. So take control back from me.
Antenna, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, but I don't think I can take the control there.
Oh, Rohit also left, right? So I think.
You remember it was Rohit who gave me.
Yeah, and he left, and I think you cannot take it back.
Oh, holy shit! That's a problem.
So we can see your notepad.
You can see? Okay, then that's even not bad. So for what I'm saying is we don't need this step. So okay, S1 dot, I'm sorry, for I equal to S1 dot length. See here, length works.
Yes.
Shit, where did I go? I just jumped.
I think it's the.
Okay. Yeah, I perceived that. So and then so you were basically looping to that I plus plus you used. You don't have to give I equal to I plus 1. And then what you do is come here and then use this one. Okay, we need another string, right? And what they're telling us to do, what's the problem?
No,
they're telling us to reverse it. Okay.
Check the thing. You don't have. You
No,
don't have to control both.
is he telling us to reverse it?
No. I mean, it's telling us to do palindrome. It's telling us to do palindrome, but point is this, that you have to reverse it for that. So
Yeah.
string S2.
You don't have to. You don't have to create string 2. You have just to see if this is the current string is a palindrome. You don't have to create another one.
But then unless you create another one, how would you check with that one?
So you
have to check it manually then.
See, the question is, we have to, say, given a word, we have to find whether it is a palindrome or not, right?
Or not. That's the question. Now, I'm saying that as a consequence of that,
so,
what you will do is string. Okay, hang on a second. Do you know how to fill up? See, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to walk through this character at dot. This verb is what you need. Okay, and then if you put I over here, it will give you string character by character. Okay, now I'm thinking is S2. Yeah, now whoever was telling me that algorithm, tell me a little bit, because I'm trying to develop that algorithm.
You compare last letter with first letter.
Oh, that is a. But you have got equals. You have string equals method for that. If you do that, last letter with first letter, that if the algorithm is not efficient, given that you have an equals method given to you. See, what I'm going to do eventually is create another string in reverse order, and do S equals S2, and if this is true, if this is true, then it is a palindrome. You see what I mean? So I have to create a string S1 underscore R, which is reverse. I want to create that. So in order to create that, I need to do a little bit of, I have to really do something on my own. So by and large, this is the logic that will come out from your what you have read in the book. But if you really compare the ith one with the first one with the length, then length minus 1 with the, okay, then what you are saying is to compare. Okay, that's also fine. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. S1 dot
Starts at 0.
Starts at 0, so it's already starting at 0. Hang on. That's what you're saying. If this is the case, you have to really keep doing that. But then there will be...
Yes, you have to kind of...
Okay, but then it will not go up to length, it will go up to the middle of it. You have to go up to the middle of it. So we have to determine whether it's the middle of it means, suppose if it's an even numbered string, even number, if the length is even number, let's say 10 bytes, then you have to go up to 5. So you have to have a means of, and if it is 5 numbers, then see the odd numbered ones, then there's a little bit of a thinking required over here. But what I'm saying is, you see what I mean, right?
Yeah, and you have to create integers low and high.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm straight away using this one.
You can use this.
You can do that too. Okay, fine. You can do that too. If that's what you're saying, that's also.
But then you have to do, now you increment, you go one direction, yes? But the same way you have to go backwards too. You have decrement I.
Yeah, I don't need to do that because this automatically is doing that. See, as it is going from here to the middle, this is not what I mean. I mean the middle point.
Okay.
As it is, you're going from 0 to the middle, it is increasing over here and decreasing over here.
Yes.
Okay, so they are basically from both sides. They are approaching the middle.
Yeah. Technically.
Now you can just play around with this. This is what I can develop from what you said. This is the most generic one, but I was wanting not to use them because you've got so much resources like S1 equals and all these things. I was wanting to avoid that, but this is the best thing to do probably. I agree with you. Okay, then let's do one thing. Let's use this as the algorithm, and let's do it on our own, and then meet next time, and then we can check our notes.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
But everybody is on the same page, right?
Can you just cut?
So here my understanding is, first you are giving a string and then you are looping through each and every character of the string, and then you are checking whether the string from the front to back and from back to front is equal.
Equal, correct. Each character by character.
Yeah,
but the only thing you have to be careful about is over here, I have put string.length. Don't do string.length. Come to the middle term. Now for that, you need to really determine it. int, okay, let's try to do that over here. Int L equal to length. Okay. Now try to divide L by 2. Okay. L percentage 2. Percentage 2, right?
Percentage there.
So that whether it's an odd number or an even number. For odd number there is one treatment, for even number there is another treatment. So if that is, I don't know how this logic works. Can you help me over here? If L%2
is equal to 0, it should be within the brackets itself, is it?
Yeah.
Modulus, then it.
That's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then open bracket, close bracket. Just check it out over here. Okay, if let's call okay.
If it is there, then you want another if?
No. If it is divisible by 2, then it's like 6. That means let's say m is middle term equal to L by 2. That you can do safely, right? It's divisible by 2, then you can do this safely. Okay, then in that case your for loop should be coming from here to m. Okay, it should approach m. If it approaches m, then this one is approaching from both sides. See, this one is approaching from both sides. It's going. Now, if it is not that, if it is an odd number, then else Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If it's an odd number, then m equal to, it'll be like you are trying to divide m by 5. So it'll be, else it'll be middle term, it'll be, suppose it is 7. You're dividing 7 plus 1, 8 by 4. 7 plus 1, 8 by 2. So it'll be, hang on a second. You're dividing m equal to L plus 1
I'm missing out.
plus
So
1.
Uma, see you tomorrow.
Yes, Antonio.
It's for everybody, right? Everybody will come tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm not coming, but anyway. Thank you very much. And yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So you see what I mean? See, if it is a number like 6, then 6 divided by 2, you're storing 3 over here. If it is a number like 7, let's say 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 divided by 2, 3, you are storing 3 over here. But actually that's not the case, it should be minus 1. So you're storing 5 minus 1, 4 divided by 2. So you're storing 2 over here. Okay.
Yes, but you're doing this extra work, and you know, if you goes like low and high, so when you have a string, you have low, it means it's the lowest character. But in our example, it's hello world. Yes, so you have to assign kind of like index to each letter in a word. So the high is a last letter, and the low is 0.
So there is a verb over there called low.
Yeah, it's not a verb. You have to kind of create it.
Now, how do you access it? You see, for the character, how do you really get? So, what's the syntax of that? So you have to have the S1. You have to give character char at, right? You have to use char at, right?
Wait a second. You don't have to, because low, it's you assign low to the 0. Low, it's by default it's 0.
Yeah, but what you're trying to say is something like this, then? Are you trying to say something like this?
Yes, S1 is 0.
That will only work. That will not work for strings. That will only work for character arrays or some array.
No. Yeah, we were asked to do with a string, not
with a string. So we have to resort to this guy. We have to resort to this guy. There's not much of a difference. Not much of a difference from what you're saying. Since it's a string, we're using that and going to use a low over here instead of I.
You can use, but you see, instead of using I, you use low and you use high. And high is it S length minus 1.
That's what I did. That's what I did over here.
Yes. So,
See,
but
instead of, I'm just computing over here instead of really doing that taking that in a high variable. I'm just computing here directly. I'm just comparing.
But the point of understanding is kind of when you see low and high, it's more. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a personal intuition matter. That's a matter of.
But as from a point of understanding, it's better to have low and high. Then you know that low is.
Okay, we'll do that. But what I'm asking is, more importantly, how are you coming to the middle term? The loop is running from where to where? The loop is running from 0 to where?
Now you have to create not a loop, but you have to decrement. At the same time, when you incrementing, you have to decrement it.
It's decrementing. You just tell me the loop is running from where to where?
Loop goes from 0 character to high character, to middle character. It's comparable.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, if we have to get the middle character, for the even number, there is no middle character. For the odd number, there is middle character. So how do you determine the middle character? I'm just trying to determine that here, that middle character. That must be there. So tell me what it is. I'm just trying to do that.
Okay, I got you. I would suggest that you have kind of like a low.
Okay, that's matter of slightly cosmetic work. You can do it in your style. But what I'm saying is this, that more fundamental thing is knowing what the middle character is, because that's what I wanted to verify. If they have any other way of really approaching, walking the for loop, they have to, if it's not the middle character, where are they going? That's what I'm asking.
You see, in the book they did kind of like easily. They just they
True,
just they go like this one. If S at the character at low not equal to character at high.
That's fine. That's what I did in a different way. But the point is, where is the for loop going from 0 to where?
Or you have to go M at the middle length.
That's exactly what I did. But you have to know one thing, that for odd numbers, the middle is something, and for even numbers, the middle is something else.
Yeah, but for number, it's you working not with a number. Right now you're dealing with a string.
No. The string has odd characters or even characters. The string has
Yes.
has 10 characters, there's something. If it's 9 characters, it's something else.
But it doesn't matter. You have to compare first character and last character first. Yes.
Oh my God! The first character and last character you are comparing. That we have agreed. But the for loop
is the next one.
Okay, so, boss, I have to really run. I've got something else to do. This is the way I would approach it, and I mean, I think I'll be able to do it. I mean, just I need some time for myself, but I have to really, run now. I've got a lot of things to do. Okay. See you then, guys. See you on Monday.
See you.
Tuesday, yeah.
Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. No.
Monday I'm not coming. I can't be sitting in the class whole week. I've got a lot of other things.
The class is on Tuesday.
The class is on Tuesday. I'll be on Tuesday.
Yeah. If you want to work on it, we can work on it tomorrow maybe.
Okay, let's do tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll do one thing. I mean, I'll try to put some thought in it, and I'm gonna send it over to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
Uma's email, and I can send it to Uma, and then she can give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll approach on different angles so that we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then.
Bye.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Are you there, Yuri? Can we?
Yeah, it's okay, but I'm ready to leave too because it's.
Yeah, that's what. Maybe can we just close it or?
Yeah, go ahead and close it.
Okay.
So we tomorrow meet at 6:30. Yes.
Yes, Yuri.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Venkat Krishna, are you there?
Nobody's there. It looks like.
Okay then. We'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.
Yeah, tomorrow. Bye.